Shh, shh. All right, I guess we are live on YouTube, which is really awesome. So let me check if everything is working correctly because I'm back with the of course the XSplit Gamecaster program, not that thing that I used last time. So hello my friends and thank you for joining me on this awesome Friday. Thank you so much for joining me my friends. Let me check if everything is working correctly because I'm not sure yet. Let me check if everything is working correctly. I apologize for the delay. Hello, my friends. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Martez. Hello, Mr. Christoph, Mr. Marcus, Mr. 1994 Toyota Supra, Mr. Corbin. And let's see. Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining my live stream. Really awesome. Let me check everything. I can't really. How is that possible? I can't really find it on my website. Ah, here we go. That's really cool. All right. Hello, Mr. Random Project. Let me hear my voice. Check if everything is working. All right, I can hear myself. That means everything is working correctly. Perfect. All right, my friends, we are back. Hello, Mr. Jack. Hello, Mr. Merlin. Thank you guys for joining my awesome live Friday live stream. It's been a long day, very tiring day because of course Ramadan and all that on all these things. Anyway, we are back and I've downloaded 10 of your cars from Discord from the live stream submitting page from Discord, and now we'll be opening them and having so much fun together. So, my friends, enjoy this Friday live stream, and of course, share with me your thoughts. So, let's see. Let's read some of the comments. What's up, Mr. Jack? Mr. Random Project says, "For once, I'm actually on time for this. Awesome, awesome, my friends." Mr. Marcus says, "I tested the car this time. They won't pull you into a wall. Cool, hopefully." Crossing fingers. 1994 Toyota Supra says it's Norway National Day today. Awesome. Very cool. Let's see. Mr. Christoph says, I did not manage to fit the time to submit a comfort live stream. Oh, too bad, my friend. Maybe next time. Mr. Anzi Gaming says, can you make a car similar to the 2019 Chevy Camaro RS? If we have the body and if we have the time, why not? Mr. Jack says, one of my favorite channel. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. I'm glad that you like the channel, my friend. Mr. 1994 Toyota Supra says, check out the new license plate. Yes, the game was actually updating moments ago before I launched the live stream. The game started updating automatically, so that's good news. I think we'll be also checking what kind of new updates. But first, give me a moment while I send the link of the live stream to Discord, so people on Discord actually can join us, because I'm not really sure that if they actually know or not. Or if you can actually, guys, if you can do me a favor and someone tell everyone on Discord that I'm actually live, that would be awesome. If you don't mind that. But yeah, I will try to be quickly because, as you all know, my mobile is not really that good. So let me just select everything. My mobile, inform everyone, and then get back to you. Everyone. Here we go. I'm live on YouTube. And then let's paste the link. Here we go. Perfect. I think it's working. All right. Everything is working right now. All right, guys. So let's. Yes, I think the game might crash. Also, Mr. Toyota. I'm really worried of that. And yeah, I really hope, crossing my fingers, that the game will not crash. Anyway, let's open the sandbox and see if the mods and all of your cars that you have submitted on Discord, if they can actually work or not. Anyway, let's open it. Crossing fingers. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so 9 out of 10. Good. That's a very nice percentage. 9 out of 10 cars have been imported correctly. Cool. All right, let's import this one without the missing fixture and close the importing thing. Oh, so 9 out of 10. Nice percentage, my friend. All right, so let's read some of the comments first. Mr. Aziz Tab says, Hi Bshar, I know, long time no see. Ramadan Kareem to you all. Haven't been rubbish in a while now. Yeah, I think. Let's see. Update my. Let me fix this thing here because. Yeah, here we go. And now I can see your chats better. All right, so let me read them again. Let's see. Mr. Christoph says, update my 1982 RX-7 engine was completely removed. Good work, good luck. Soon swapping the 12A Turbo Wanko. Nice. And 1994 Toyota Supra Wheels Bill says, I have problem with my game crashing really much. Hopefully it will not happen here. Good luck, my friend. Mr. Marcus says, oh, I didn't make it this time. All right, so let's see. The first car that we have here, it's called the Albany, something like this, 2005. That's a nice model year. Let's open it. Now, I've seen some of the cars on the Discord live stream. Some of you sent more than one car. And as you all know, I want to give chance to everyone to see their cars in the live stream. I can't just download 3 or 4 or 5 cars for the same person. So I selected, randomly or random cars from the live stream submitting page. Hopefully your car is in or not. Who knows? So let's see some of the comments before we move on. This is mine. Oh, this is yours, Mr. Martes. Cool. Let's see. Mr. Aziz Tab says, how is your Ramadan? I mean, it's hot in Riyadh yet. Actually, it's there's like a thunderstorm outside. It's like a thunderstorm, and it's raining a little bit. So Mr. Christoph says, I see Albany. All I think is whiskey. Yeah, is there a brand called Albany for whiskey instead of Jack Daniels and things like that? I'm not really a fan or an enthusiast with these drinks, but I have some informations. Yeah, and I would like to expand them. So is there an Albany thing for that? Anyway, let's move on. Hello, Mr. Slick. Mr. Christoph says, I see Albany. No, we have read that already. I caught my friend looking at naughty things on his Discord server. I'm burning. Ha. Yeah. Inside, let's see. Mr. Toyota says, one tip, clear cache before starting automation. Thanks for the tip. Albany is also a car branded GTA 5. Yeah, that's correct. Awesome brand too. All right. There's an Albany distilling company, something like this. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. But thanks for the tip. Anyway, Goral Adrian says, what we built today. As always, my friend, we will be checking your cars first and see if we have some extra free time. Why not? We can build things. Anyway, the Albany, let's check it. It's called the Albany Atlas XT 2005. Here we go. So apparently it's an SUV, and it looks like a Ford Explorer or something like this. And what is that? Huh? Wow, nice details. I genuinely like detailing your cars. Look at that. Nice details. Are these real details? Oh yeah, I understand now. These are yeah. But really awesome work. I appreciate the amazing, of course, work to make the car looks more realistic. Really awesome. Rear defroster. Let's see. The missing fixtures. I think we don't have any tail lights, or I think there are some tail lights, but yeah. Where are the taillights, basically? I can't see. I mean, I can't select them, but where are they? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So they were like stuck or something. So we have taillights. All right. So it's not bad really from the back. I'm not really a fan of the exhaust. The exhaust type doesn't really look that great. It's kind of sticking out. Also, some sort of problems are like this area. I don't know. The car looks. Yeah, I think the fixtures, because the game got updated, I think the fixtures are somehow broken. So let me try and yeah, I can't really do anything about anything. Anyway, the car looks actually good. It looks like some sort of Ford Explorer, some sort of Ford Expedition. I don't know. And you have those like some buttons that you can type in the password to open the door, like Ford, most of Ford SUVs and old Ford cars use. Really awesome work. So let's read some of the comments. Let's see. Mr. Slick says, yeah, Alpine, I've read that already. Mr. Dixon says, I thought is uploaded my car, even one will be nice to be there. I apologize if your car is not here, but I downloaded 10 random cars, my friend. Mr. Matty Patty says, but I had a good day on the 17th May. Awesome. Mr. Aziz Tab says, when you come to Mecca for Umrah, contact me on Snapchat. Cool, why not? Gonna give you tours around Jeddah and Mecca. Awesome. I'll keep that in mind, my friend. Mr. 1994 Toyota Supra says, I saw a 1913 Ford Model T that started to burn today. Doesn't need much work. Fire got extinguished quickly. Wow, that's fortunate that the fire got extinguished quickly, and that was sad, of course. If the car burned down to the ground, that would have been really sad. That was because that's a rare car. I know the Model T. It's not really. It was a mass production car, but it's still one of those rare cars from the olden days. But yeah, Mr. Christoph says noise. Mr. Marte says, why these things missing? I think because of the new game update. Mr. Matty Patty says, I tried sponsoring my NASCAR vehicle with Spar, a Norwegian shop. Oh. Alright, so I think the chat has stopped on my program. Let me check if the stat. Yeah, as I expected, the chat actually stopped working in Automation Games, so I had to open my mobile to keep looking at your chats, my friend. Anyway, yeah, now I can read them. Mr. Toyota says, what? I don't know how to pronounce that. So Mr. Matty Patty says Jeep or Jape. Anyway, let's check the specs of this thing. So this thing has a 4.7 liter V8. Cool. Naturally aspirated direct fuel injection, 10.4 to 1. Very, very nice so far. 231 horsepower. Not bad. McPherson strut, which is, cheap and affordable front and light front suspension. Semi-trailing arm, also the same thing. Advanced automatic 5-speed. Longitudinal 4x4. Typical, family off-road machine. Let's check the bodies if they actually if Automation Game actually added anything. So we have this hatchback, still pretty much the same thing. Wow, some of the mods have went away and have been disabled. Wow, I remember having some cars here, some modded cars, and now they are all gone. Wow. Now we have this mod here. We have the lawnmower, this thing here. Oh, this is a modded car body. Look at that. Wow, so a lot of things actually have been disabled, which is not good. Which is really, really unfortunate. And of course, yeah, no, don't worry. Even if the year is 2005, I know some hatchbacks. Some modded hatchbacks, which they got disabled, especially on the top. Yeah, I know some of you will say, yes, it's 2005, it's not 2019. Yes, I know that, but still, some of them are not really here. Wow. Anyway, corrosion resisting steel monocoque chassis. It's light, it's nice, but takes a long engineering time, my friend. Ladder chassis is much more cheaper, affordable, and it will take less time to be engineered, especially in affordable SUVs like this. Yeah, ladder is your friend. I mean, yes, it will make the car heavy, but anyway, it will cost less time to be engineered and produced. But yeah, nice work so far. Advanced high strength steel. This is also a very expensive option. I mean, yeah, I can go with regular steel or maybe corrosion resisting steel. It will be a little bit cheaper, making the car, the car total price to drop even more. Look at that. The sliders have different colors now. That's good. 90 degrees. The engine has more stroke. Good for torque. Double overhead camshaft. Very nice. Cast iron. Not much technology. We have the cast crankshaft, forged internals. 10.4 to 1. I like the new sliders. They are like dark, more. And look at that. Look at the color scheme now. It's like one of those rainbow slides. Because the previous version used to be separate, like blue, green, yellow, and red. That's it. Now it's like like a rainbow. That's good. Really good. Updating Automation Game. So not much else to talk about. pretty much straightforward. Nice. All right, let's fire up this engine. As you can see, it's quiet, smooth, somehow responsive. It's not bad in fuel efficiency. It has somehow low emissions. It's reliable. It's nice. All right, so let's fire up this yummy looking beast. Nice idling noise. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, and as you have seen, look at that cost log. The person, the creator of this car, Mr. Marquez, used cost logs, which are like the cheapest option. I mean, I don't really recommend that. Short cost is a much better option, but of course, if you are building something really cheap, yes, you can go with that. But of course, again, if you are building something really cheap like this, look at that cost log. I mean, why using an expensive chassis if you want to use a cheaply made engine? I mean, it's not that cheap. It's $2,100, so it's not really that cheap. Because look at that +1 quality here, high flow 3-way catalytic converter. These things are really expensive. Yeah, and direct fuel injections. These things are really expensive, my friend. And forged internals. I mean, I appreciate it, but yeah, if you want to make it cheap, you need to make it all cheap. Anyway, let's read some of the comments. Let's see. Mr. What? Mr. Petro Rita says, can we make an old Fiat Panda from the 80s? Well, if we have some time, my friend, if I have some free time after we finish reviewing all the cars, then why not? Mr. Matty Patty, who clicked dislike? I really don't know. My friend, because I don't know. I don't want to speak. Yeah, I don't want to speak badly of anyone, but yeah, let's move on. Let's see. Random Project USA says, can we wait till he gets through all of it and we can make suggestions? Well, why not? It's all right if you want to make suggestions. Why not? If there is like a very awesome suggestion, we can make an exception. Let's see. Panda Mark 1 look nice. I haven't seen one actually in real life. Let's see. Maybe do a ski jump contest for all cars for the field distance and endurance. Huh. Yeah. Ski jump and SUV. The inspiration was to make a premium SUV but old-fashioned. Alright, not bad. Hello, Mr. BeamNG. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining my live stream. Mr. 1994 Toyota Supra says, sorry, got to sleep. Had a tough day in Norway today. Good night. Well, good night, my friend, and thank you for joining my live stream. You are always one of the first ones to join. Really awesome. Thank you, and have a great night. Mr. Random Project says, what is that? Should I write, are you old enough to watch that? To the person that I caught watching naughty things? Yes. Okay, here I go. Wow. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see what we have here. We have 4x4 advanced automatic. Wow, look at that. 9.3 seconds. That is slow in today's standards. Manual lockers. And again, because Mr. Marquez, you said you are making something premium and old-fashioned, you can go rear-wheel drive, because most Ford Expeditions that I've seen in the whole of my life living here in Riyadh and Saudi Arabia, like 99% of people buying them always get the rear-wheel drive version. So if you're building something old-fashioned, you know, one of those American SUVs, family SUVs, yes, you can go with the rear-wheel drive. Yes. Or if you are building something a little bit more premium, you can go all-wheel drive. 4x4, no, it's not really gonna help, especially in BeamNG. I prefer all-wheel drive, because all-wheel drive will make it much more, drivable, especially on tarmac. If you want to drive it really fast on dirt, yeah. Unless of course you want to crawl rocks or drive through mud, then 4x4 is your friend. Anyway, and of course you can use the manual. If you're going with 4x4, manual is much better than advanced automatic. Let's see what we have here. Hard long life tires, alloy, disc all around, not bad. Wow, look at that. A true family SUV. Two normal seats, a bench in the middle, and one of those compact folding seats that you can fold on the sides, or maybe you can tuck them on the floor. Awesome. Premium CD. Very 2005-ish. Variable hydraulic, traction control. Very nice. All right, so let's export it to BeamNG and then move on with the next car. So my friends, how was your Friday? Tell me about your Friday. What did you do today? Did you have like a barbecue? Are you studying? Do you have exams? Do you have work? I would love to know that. So how was your Friday, my friends? Look at that, many details on the car, which makes it takes a while to load. Mhm. Huh. So I can do that. Anyway, so Mr. Marcos says, gone to the supermarket and made some cars. Good to test instability issues I've been having on the game. What do you mean? You mean instability issues like the game instability, or you mean the car's instability in BeamNG? What do you mean by that, my friend? Mr. Slick says, I was at home, nothing special, but I got a job and I'll start work next week. Awesome. Good luck, my friend, on your new job. Really awesome work. Really awesome things to hear. Mr. Marcus Superhero says, hello, I just came to the stream. What's the car theme? Well, my friend, the car that is exporting right now is was created by Mr. Marquez, and it's a premium SUV thing from 2005 that looks like a Ford Explorer, something like this. It's not bad really on paper. So which will be of course checking it in BeamNG when we finish reviewing all the cars here. So let's see. Mr. Marcus says the car tends to kill people on BeamNG. So my friends, if your car really is oversteering or losing control, you need to add more aerodynamics, or you need to make it less oversteering and more understeering. Mr. Slick says, thank you, you are welcome, my friend. Mr. Merlin says, got home early from work, got a girl hitting on me as well. Not a bad day. Awesome. 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 So let's see. Mr. Radioactive says, I have arrived. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Mr. Marte says, the suspension is really soft. Ah, so it's, yeah, soft and gooey. Good work, my friend. The car is in BeamNG. All right. So the next car is called the Fujita. What? Precida, something like this. WRC S2. It says here has 420 horsepower BRAP. So I guess a rally car, 2013. Let's open it. Do an ACM car. Again, my friends, if I have some free time and I finish all these cars, then why not? All right, so this is the Fujita thing. As you can see, 415 horsepower. He said 420, but I only see 415. All right, so it's a 2.5 liter inline 4 engine, turbocharged, direct fuel injection. Wow, look at that. 4 cylinders are making similar power to an LS engine. That's not bad. But of course, it's heavily turbocharged with a lot of boost, I think. And let's see, it's all-wheel drive, double wishbone front and rear. All right, let's open it. Huh, look at that. So what do you think, guys? What do you think about this thing? This thing is called the Fujita WRC S2. Who created this car? Is the creator here with us or not? I would love to know that. Oh, so Mr. Mart Superhero says, I'll be having my exams in 30 days and I'm trying to enter a mechanic school. Wish me luck. Good luck, my friends. Really awesome. Learning the mechanics of do you mean like mechanic school for cars, or like mechanical engineering or what? What do you mean by that, my friend? Anyway, but I wish you all good luck. I mean, really, really good luck. Anyone that is studying or having an exams or working, good luck to all of you. And of course, if one of you guys, one of you guys' birthday is today, of course, I will be wishing you the best and the happiest birthday. Anyway, for cars, oh, that's cool. Good luck, my friend. All right, so what do you think about this car, guys? What do you think about it? The styling, come on. 4-door sedan. It's turbocharged for 2.5 liter engine. Straight 4, turbocharged, of course. Look at the size of that muffler in the middle. Wow, that thing is gonna be dragging on dirt. Yes, Mr. Martin. I think it's somehow been, or the influence, or the inspiration was behind from a Subaru. I think WRX. All right, so let's start from the beginning. I would have preferred a Boxer 4, but I think an inline 4 is much better when it comes to turbocharging, because all 4 cylinders are smashing into the turbo instead of just 2 and 2. Right, again, some of the cards are gone. Yeah, some of the cards are definitely gone. Now this mod that I've downloaded recently, I think I'm gonna be making a car very, very soon with this body style, with this alien body style very, very soon. I think maybe I will try to stick in the V16 King engine inside this thing, maybe in a nearby video. I think because I want to use the V16 King engine in a track car, because the V16 King engine is so powerful, 4,600 horsepower, and it's good if you want to smash a land speed record, of course, in automation game. But it doesn't corner because it's a massively oversized engine, and I really want to make it corner in any possible way. So I think if this body has the correct and the necessary aerodynamic on it or downforce on it, I think it may corner or handle. So I will give it a try and see very, very soon if I can actually make it real. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, I will be making the alien thing, Mr. Irfan. I'll be making it very soon, not tonight, because I need to get my V16 King ready, because currently it's not in BeamNG, it's not an automation game. I need to get the file that I have on my backup, and then I'll be selecting this body and see if I can fit it in or not. Yeah, that thing is gonna be awesome. I got that weird shark Hot Wheels body thing to do 1.9 seconds 0 to 60. Oh, that's really awesome. The body looks like it came from a Xenon race game. Yeah, I think so. One of those Hot Wheels, or those Nintendo or maybe mobile alien car games, things like that. I mean, it's called Alien. It's called Alien Car, I think, on Steam Workshop. So that would be cool. Anyway, let's see what this car. Let's see what this car has. Partial aluminum panels, not bad. Monocoque, corrosion resisting steel, double wishbone front and rear. Now let's check the engine. Now the engine is looking, and I apologize, the engine is looking really, really laggy. Look at that. AR ratio is in the middle, turbine is in the middle, compressor is somehow above middle. So no, it's not optimized correctly. I mean, I like the horsepower. The horsepower number is really good for a 4-cylinder engine, but the turbocharger can be tuned to be much better than this. I mean, look at that. This is not, I mean, yes, it may look smooth, but it's laggy. This is all just lag. And the torque, it's not really what you call impressive. When the boost kick in, it's not really what you call impressive, really. So this turbo, it's not really what you call the best thing in the world, but it works. It works, but of course you can make it much better than this. A tip that you always want to use, my friend, anyone that is watching right now and building a turbocharged car, any sort of turbocharged car, always start with maximum AR ratio and minimum turbine and medium-sized compressor, and then work your way around the turbine, the compressor, the intercooler, and of course the boost to make it to reach your goal for the engine. For example, if you are building like an efficient vehicle, you can drop the AR ratio, you can keep it. If you are building something high performance, you can And if you want the turbo to kick in really early, you can go max AR, very very small turbine. So yes, it always work in automation game, always. That is the magical recipe. Maximum AR ratio, the smallest turbine. This is like the starting kit for any turbo, and then work your way around to make it as perfect as possibly as you want. Anyway, so the engine is, oh look at that, the engine is consuming a very nice amount of fuel. Actually, the engine is actually very very thirsty. 15.9, a very very thirsty engine. Yeah, and it's not cheap, it's actually expensive. Look at that, this engine cost very very similar to the previous V8 that we have seen. Wow. All right, so let's fire it up. Yeah. Yes, as I would expect. Look at that, billet steel crankshaft. I mean, also look at that. Why the billet steel crankshaft? I mean, I really don't understand why people use it, because if you're not planning to push your engine through through the roof when it comes to RPM, why using billet steel? I mean, yes, it's lighter, but I think the whole purpose of this billet steel crankshaft is to, if you are building something with tons and tons of horsepower and torque, yes, you need it. Or if you're building something that revs through the moon, yes, you need it. But this engine here doesn't really need it. Look at that, 7,000, or what's the RPM limit? 8,500. Yeah, the crankshaft can go all the way to 10,400. So it's a waste of money, really. Anyway, let's fire it up again. Hello, Mr. Lewis. Hello, my friend. And yes, that is a very, very good point, Mr. Patata. Yeah, the intercooler is actually restricting air. This engine needs a bigger intercooler to allow for more horsepower to get into the engine, or to allow more cold and beautiful boost to get into the engine to have more power. Yes, the turbo has some issue. The turbocharged system, it has some issues here. Anyway, nice work. I mean, I'm not really saying it's bad, but this car or this engine can go even higher than this with a better turbo. Now, a thing that I didn't actually use yet on my automation game, because I didn't actually play the game, when it was updated recently. But a lot of you told me that there is like a new paint system on the car. Yeah, there is like a new paint system. Look at that. You can select the body, the whole body, bumper, bonnet, body, primary, secondary. Look at that, the trim, the wheel. Look at that, the miscellaneous paint. Or like, look at that, the convertible roof, or the bed of the ute, or the pickup, brakes. So it's really nice. Look at that scheme. There's like something work in progress coming soon. It's called scheme. I think this is like, if you remember, like Need for Speed games, when you can actually add like multiple colors or something, multiple or triple colors in a single color. You know what I mean? They call it like purple or something, or rail or something like this. They're like, you can add like orange, yellow, and red to create something funky. I think this is very similar to it, I guess. Really good. Let's see, what kind of turbo sounds do you like with blow-off valve or without? Well, I love the blow-off valve. I love the psh noise, and the things that you hear, that you see always on YouTube, like I love to hear it. It's really funny. It's really awesome. But I also like factory recirculated air that you don't really hear it. Because lately I've been driving Mr. Marto Superhero. I've been driving an Isuzu D-Max, which is a small light pickup with a turbocharged diesel engine. And yes, I can hear the boost when the turbo kicks in. Like, you can hear it. You can hear something like this. But when you lift the throttle, you can't hear anything. There is no blow-off valve. and that is good also. I mean, that is really good. Hearing the boost alone, it's really good. But I also, wish for a blow of valve, doing or psh. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, I think I like both of them. Any turbocharged engine is just cool. I think any turbocharged engine is just cool, with or without a blow up valve. As long as there is boost coming in, I love it. So all-wheel drive, manual, 6-speed, yes, Subaru all the way, ish. Electric limited slip differential, 50-50 power distribution. Also not really ideal for the weight of the car. Let's see, medium compound, alloys, ventilated. All right, not bad so far. 5 seats, premium, really good. This is also not a really good thing. If you're designing something like like Subaru or an Evo, a Lancer Evo, you don't need active sport springs. These things are really heavy. Why do you want to use them? Using standard or progressive with like adaptive or semi-active and regular passive sway bars, it will make the car lighter, and it will act the same in BeamNG. It will not be different, but of course it will be lighter, and lighter is always better. And using those 2 springs are really expensive. Yeah, I mean, why do you want to add more cost? So anyway, look at that, $45,600. Yes, that is expensive. That is expensive for something like that. For a 4-cylinder turbocharged thing, that is actually expensive. I mean, yeah, even in Saudi Arabian Riyal currency, it's really expensive also. 17 mpg, that is very, very thirsty. Yeah. Anyway, let's export it and let's read some of your awesome comments. Mr. Patata says, can I upload my car for the stream? Sorry, my friend, I already downloaded all the cars. Mr. Marcos says, I never saw Isuzus around here. They have never come to Brazil for some reason. I don't know. I think the dealership, or maybe Isuzu don't want to come to Brazil or something. I mean, a lot of countries don't have these Isuzu D-Maxes. I think in Egypt they do have them. In Saudi Arabia they do have them. Back home in Syria, no, they don't have them over there. In Lebanon also they don't have them. I don't know. I'm not really sure about Europe. I think in Europe too they don't have them because they love vans in Europe. I mean, they adore vans for for work situations instead of pickups. So I'm not really sure. But anyway, yeah. Never seen anything close in 2019. I saw a convoy of Ferraris at my house. Wow, that is really cool. Lol, my SUV, LOL, my SUV gets 15 mpg. Yeah, that is thirsty. Mr. Maka says, I only see the 5 basic Japanese brands, Toyota, Mitsubishi, some SUVs, Nissan, Mazda, not very much Suzuki's. That's good. And let me tell you a little info. Here, if you come to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, I mean, the most common brand here is Toyota. You will see tons and tons and tons of Land Cruisers and Hiluxes, Camrys, Corollas, a lot of these boring sedans that you see every day. You will see tons of Fords, tons of Lexus. They love them here so much. A little bit of Mazda, and yes, a lot of Hyundais or Hyundai, whatever you want to call it. Yes, there are tons and tons and tons here. I don't know, people buy them like they are buying tomatoes. And let me tell you a funny story. A year ago, I went with my father to Hyundai dealership, and it was closed because there was the Prey, because we have Preys here, and everything closes during the Prey, and everyone needs to wait till they open, of course, after the Prey. Anyway, we were waiting in the car, waiting, and I promise you, at the Hyundai dealership there was a line. There was a line outside. It's like a line to the bakery, or a line to the grocery or the supermarket. A line of people waiting outside for the doors to open. What's happening inside? Are they giving cars for free or what? And when doors opened, everyone went inside. Everyone just was running inside. I don't know what's wrong with the people buying Hyundais or Hyundai. I mean, what's good about them, really? I mean, I think they are. I mean, they're not really that good looking. They are not really that safe. But yes, they are cheap, and people love to buy them. I mean, I think they are like the starter pack for everyone. I don't know. I would love to know your thoughts about Hyundai's. What do you think about? What do you think about Hyundai's, guys, or Hyundai's, or whatever you want to call them? Common here is Volkswagen. Mr. Marcos, awesome. Mr. Mart Superior says, I was at the drag race 2 days ago and there was like a 7.2 V8 twin turbo. It sounded so good. Wow, that would have been awesome. Going to racing? What is that? Ah, I don't know. Mr. Marcus says Volkswagen, Fiat, Ford, Hyundai's, they came 2 years ago only. Toyotas and French cars as General Peugeot, Citroen, and Renault. Cool. My office garage is full of Ionics, Ionics. I don't know what's that. And I don't know 99 of people sees German cars as luxury no matter what they are, except Volkswagen for obvious reasons. Yes, that's correct, Mr. Marcos. Everyone here in the Middle East, anyone with a German car, people will say he bought a luxury car, not a reliable car, not a normal car, any kind of German car, even like one of those entry level, Audis or Mercedes, those really entry level cheap ones with a 4-cylinder or something. Yes, people think, oh, look at that, he bought a luxury car, even if it's cheap, even if it's looking ugly or something. Yes, and even Volkswagen. I mean, people these days they really don't like Volkswagen for the emissions, lying and all that nonsense. Anyway, people don't really care here about emissions. So even Volkswagen here, people think that they are luxury cars, like the CC, the Passat, the Touareg. Those things, people think that they are luxury cars. I mean, they are premium cars, but not luxury cars, really. So let's read some of the comments. Too much Hyundai's, especially Hyundai Ioniq. Ioniq. Oh, we don't have this model here, Mr. Slick. We have some Accents. That's how they call them, Accent, and some Sonatas. Also, we have some Azera. I think that's the name of it. We have Genesis also. There is the. Oh my god, I forgot the name of them. Yes, there is also the that weird three-door thing. Yes, the Veloster, I think. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Hyundai's at all. I've driven many rental cars, borrowed cars. I'm not really interested in Hyundai's at all. Passat, Touareg are extremely common here. Wow. Mr. Marcus says we have Accents, HB20, iX35, i20s, Sonatas, Genesis, and Veloster. Similar, really similar to here, my friend. Really similar to here. Anyway, let's open the third. Wow, my throat is really dry. All right, guys, excuse me for a little bit. I will go and grab a drink, like I don't know, a juice or something. My throat is really dry. Just give me a moment. I forgot how to put the "be right back" picture. Anyway, I will leave it a little bit, just like a minute. I'll drink some water and get back. Just give me a minute, all right? Excuse me. All right, gentlemen. I'm back. Apologize for the delay. All right. A glass of water is next to me. That is really good. All right, so now let's open the third card. It's called the Merlin Works Dark Throne. Oh wow, that reminds me of Game of Thrones. Any one of you guys is Game of Thrones fans? Any one of you guys like Game of Thrones, or is it just me? Wow, look at that. Looks good. Mr. Berlin, he used to give us some awesome cards in the past, and I don't know if he actually been, participating in late challenges or not. But yeah, look at that. It looks absolutely magnificent. It looks very, very angry and some sort of Mercedes-ish German, looks. I like it. I really, really do like it. Wow, the rear is just awesome, and the rims are not really what you call great. No, the rims are too big, the wheels are too big, the car is too low. Look at that, the tires are tucking in under the fenders. The exhausts are just brilliant. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that, 87,200. Wow, 87,200. That is absolutely expensive. All right, let's start from the beginning. Aluminium body, monocoque chassis, light advanced high strength steel, McPherson double wishbone, not bad really. We have a 5.6 liter V8 engine. It's turbocharged, double overhead camshaft, 4 valves per cylinder, forged internals, 9.2 to 1, very, 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 very hot and aggressive camshaft. It's turbocharged, as you can see, 737 horsepower. That is really, really powerful. Wow, 737, really good. Throttle per cylinder performance, not bad at all. Wow, really good. 635 pound-feet of torque. That is, this thing is gonna be awesome. All right, guys, let's fire it up. Now, hello, Mr. Merlin. I barely participate, to be honest. A little free time. All right, not bad. That is based kind of on a Brabus Mercedes type of a thing, yeah. And we used to have some small manual of compact cars. I think of some lines. You will call me because what Petrobras kind of hates us. What is Petrobras or something? Mr. Matty Patty says, I'm going to begin making a card while listening. Awesome. All right, so let's fire up this beautiful looking V8, 737 horsepower. Wow. 232 pound-feet of torque at idle. Very nice. Hello, Mr. Trains and Eurobeat. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining me on this awesome live stream. Mr. Cosmin Z says turbo or NA. This engine is turbocharged. I mean, obviously, as you can see, it's not bad really. What Petrobras is the state fuel refinery here. Awesome. Productor and refinery. Ah, nice info. Awesome. Thank you for telling me. So let's see, all-wheel drive. All right, so all-wheel drive is good. Controlling all this massive horsepower is really good using all-wheel drive. But we have a little problem, which is sequential. Why using sequential gearbox? Because sequential gearbox is basically a racing gearbox, not really a street gearbox. I mean, yes, a lot of cars you see, a lot of car enthusiasts, car or tuners, some of them love you to swap or, with a custom sequential gearbox for their cars. I've seen some Miatas on, some MX-5, some RX-8s, RX-8 cars on YouTube. A lot of people swapping them with sequential gearbox. But, the noise coming out of that gearbox, the whining noise from those straight cut gears, I mean, yes, it will sound really loud. I mean, if you love that sound, and if you can bear with it, it's all right. But I think for daily usage, especially for a four-door sedan car, I'm not really a fan of it. I prefer dual clutch. But for a car enthusiast, for a track car, or for a project car, why not? Sequential is awesome. You will still have the feeling of the third pedal, the clutch on the first gear, but then you can just shift it using the you know the knob or the shifter thing only. That's a good thing also. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Yeah, hello, my friend. Even Golf GTI has sequential. Really? Are you sure it's sequential? Or is it dual clutch? Are you sure it's sequential, Mr. Merlin? Because there is a huge difference between sequential and dual clutch. So I wouldn't surprise to see what kind of see that with that kind of gearbox. I mean, it will be awesome. It will be awesome on the track, hearing that beautiful whining coming out of coming, of course, out of the gearbox and everything. But on the street, that whine, it's not really what you call refined or comfortable, but it's alright, it's up to you. It's your opinion. So alloy rims, as you can see, sport compound tire to keep it nice and controllable. Carbon ceramic brakes, that is a nice, expensive, awesome option. It's stable on high speeds. We have some active aerodynamics. Oh, look at that. Handmade interior. Goodness. Oh, dude, you are building like a track Rolls Royce? Sequential gearbox with a handmade interior. How in God's name that will work? I mean, I like your suggestion, of a track Rolls Royce Phantom, but with a 737 horsepower. But this is too much. I mean, if the car had sport interior, yes, I would understand that you are aiming for sport. But handmade, this is for like cocoon luxurious, 5-star hotel room on 4 wheels. Yeah, wow. Yeah, pedals, my friend yesterday called them pads or shifting pedals or something like this. But yeah, sequential. No, but remember, you are sitting. Look at that. This is handmade interior. That means this is like a 5-star hotel room on 4 wheels. Can you imagine sitting in a very, very luxurious car and then hearing that gearbox whining? Because remember, in BeamNG.live right now, it's like a simulator right now. So they are right now giving us the simulation for the whining noise coming out of the sequential gearbox. So can you imagine a luxurious style interior with that whine? It's gonna be really, really hard to process. Anyway, that is your creation, and I love the design of it. I love the looks of it. Looks really, really awesome. And electric power steering, really, really awesome. It's active sport. Everything seems decent. Really, really nice work. I really, really like the rear of the car. Very, very aggressive and awesome. I really cannot wait to drive it. It's gonna be awesome. Let's export it. Mr. Salmo Sarkar says, make a Renault Megane GT Line 1.5 DCI. Well, I don't have the specs of it, and I don't know if I have extra free time or not, but why not? If we have some extra free time, I will tell you to give me the specs of it so I can recreate it quickly. Let's see. Mr. Marco says we call the pads butterflies around here because of the formal format of the pads, remembering butterfly wings. That is an awesome thing, right? Really. 1.5 DCI is very reliable. Nice. I have no limits. I build bizarre and different stuff. Awesome. I mean, I'm building unique cars is really, really awesome. I mean, look at that. Look at the angry front of this car. That is really good. Really awesome work, my friend. Cannot wait to drive it. Anyway, let's see. So guys, let me ask you a little question. Imagine someone will tell you you need to live with a single car for the rest of your life. Single car only. No matter, the service cost, the fuel efficiency. No, don't worry about any of this. A single car for lifetime. For lifetime, you will get married. You will enjoy it every day. You will take care of that car for the rest of your life. Nothing else until the last day of life. What will be your choice? What will be your choice, my friend? Only a single car. Mr. Sam Masaka says 1.5 DCI with 400 horsepower. All right, not a bad choice indeed. Volvo V90 cross country, awesome. 91 Mitsubishi GTO all the way. That is really awesome indeed, awesome choice. Mr. Merlin says, then my bad, does do clutch, mistake, consequential. It's all right, my friend. Fiat 125P by Mr. Gura Adrian, awesome. Well, I think the 2005 Mazda RX-8, awesome choice. Cosman Z, the E46 330i. Oh, that is a very, very brave choice. Really awesome also. Mr. ADI says, Adriani, what is that car? Is that a car or what? Probably the Renault Clio RS. Sporty and of course reliable thing to do and to own. BMW M50 550D. D stands for diesel, right? Awesome choice, I think. Ford F-150. Wow. A normal F-150 or a Raptor or Super Duty or just regular F-150? Really awesome choice. Wow, brave choices. Mr. Merlin says drift build BMW E24 with a massive V8. Okay, so no family. Awesome choice. A massive V8 up front, drift machine. Hummer H1 Alpha. Whoa, that is a brave choice. I love the H1. It's really, really tough and bulky. But really thirsty, unless of course you have, I don't know, I think, is the Alpha petrol or diesel? I think it's diesel. And Polish means best. Awesome, that'd be good to know. 4-seater V8, nice. 440 horsepower diesel. Wow, that's gonna be awesome drive to drive. Mr. ADI says that cars are the best. Nice. GT86 would be nice. Mr. The Blue, hello my friend. Or maybe RX-7. Wow, very, very brave choices. I mean, because I told you any choice you want, and all of you guys have chosen real cars. Because 9-year-olds, or adults with 9-year-old, car style will say, I want a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something. But all of you have chosen real cars, real cars that you can see and you can buy every day. That is a very, very brave choices. I mean, all of your choices are very, very brave, and all of your choices are really awesome because they are real. They are not fake or impossible to get. Really awesome. And Mazda MX-5 126P. You see combi concept. Where is the combi concept? I don't have it here. 5-seater V8 Ford pickup. Nice. The only problem I would have with my choice is that I said live stream is super rare to find one. Yeah. Diesel or diesel would add turbine Duramax with twin turbo. Nice. Make a Renault Megane GT with a 400 horsepower. I said, my friend, if I have some extra time, why not? Why not indeed? I cannot make the car because I don't have a picture of it and I need to replicate it, so it may take time, but maybe I can make the engine. Why not? Volvo 944 with a B230 FK. Wow, brave choice and awesome choice indeed. Anyway, really awesome choice. Now let's open the OME. If you guys know the OME, he's a guy that creates. Currently, he is creating masterpieces all around. So let's open this one. It's called the OME Manta, something like this. Bandini SS. All right, let's open it. 2020 is the model of it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and wow! Look at that! What a brave design! Look at that! Look at the details. V12, Look at that SS. And look at that. It's very, very similar to the Maserati badge. Manta. Wow, what an awesome design. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at the rear. That is a really, really awesome looking rear. Wow, look at that. Oh, look at the engine cover. The engine cover is just another thing of beauty. Wow, what a beautiful design. Mr. OME always surprised me with crazy, crazy designs. Always. None of his cars sucked. He always gives me something really crazy, really awesome to look at, and very, very brutal to drive. Look at that, 9,000 RPM, 684 horsepower, a 6-liter V12 naturally aspirated. It's all-wheel drive, double wishbone front and rear suspension, aluminium chassis, aluminium body. I mean, it's perfect. Wow. Really awesome. Awesome indeed. All right, so let's check the chassis. We have monocoque glued aluminium chassis. That is brave. Mid-engine longitudinal double wishbone front and rear, and check out the engine. The engine is a 6-liter V12 double overhead camshaft, 5 valves per cylinder, aluminium silicon, billet steel, expensive internals all the way with +2 quality. We have a 12.3 to 1 compression ratio with, let's see, with 85, also very, very hot camshaft, +5 quality, natural aspirated, throttle per cylinder, performance. We are using ultimate 100 octane fuel, the least amount of air fuel ratio. Wow, very awesome. All right, let's fire up this beast here. Look at that, 70 is, the engine is reliable. It's really efficient actually for a natural aspirated 6-liter high performance V12. This is actually efficient. It's has sporty noise, nice amount of throttle response, extremely smooth. It's like a Rolls-Royce racing V12. Brilliant. Let's fire it up. Wow, listen to that. Wow, what a beast indeed. Impressive, beautiful, very, very smooth, very reliable, very responsive, somehow efficient. Perfect. Wow, perfect score indeed. All right, let's check the specs. 2.9 seconds from 0 to 100. Look at that. A supercar can do 18.2 mpg. There is no supercar on earth, I think, these days, with a naturally aspirated engine that can do better than this. I mean, yes, with turbochargers, I think the Ford GT, the new one with the EcoBoost engine, yes, I think it can do nice mpg when you put it in eco, but I'm talking about, those supercars, no electric motors, no hybrid system, nothing, just a brutal natural aspirated engine back there or up front. No, it will never do 18 mpg. That is really awesome. Beautiful. 2.9 seconds from 0 to 100, dual clutch. Let's see, estimated top speed is 324. It's not really a very, very high top speed, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Sport compound tires. Yep, sport compound tires, magnesium rims. This thing has nice-ish brakes. It's stable at high speeds. 2 seats. It's a luxurious. Look at that. This thing weighs only 1,755 kilos, but it has a luxurious interior. Not really a sport interior. It has a luxurious interior. So it's very, very cocoony and beautiful. Wow, that is really awesome. Advanced safety, active sport spring. So it has all the heavy and expensive bits. let's check the price. So this thing with a luxurious interior, 18 mpg, and that beautiful naturally aspirated screamer back there of a V12 cost $172,000. I mean, it's expensive, yes, but in real life standards, it's kind of cheap, really. It's kind of cheap, really, in real life. I mean, remember, this is a supercar with a glued aluminum chassis and, of course, a total aluminum body. Screamer V12 back there, supercar, luxurious interior. I mean, yeah, it's actually, that can go 330. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all, really. I'm not saying it's really cheap and everyone should go and buy it. No, but I'm comparing it to other supercars from 2020, which will cost much more than this. But it's not bad, really. And the styling is realistic, beautiful, and very awesome. Wow, very awesome. Let's see. Yes, can you imagine car? I mean, I'm not really sure automation game prices are like real life prices. Of course, in real life there is like taxes and shipping prices and many other things that will add more and more on the price of the car. But can you imagine buying or finding cars with this amount of, with like automation prices in real life? Because you can make a good car, a really good car in automation game, like a four-door sedan with a nice amount of horsepower up front, very nice amount of gadget, very beautiful interior and very beautiful styling, and it will cost really nice, like $30,000, $25,000. And I mean, can you imagine finding that amount of styling and power for 25 grand, brand new? That is impossible. But yeah, that is actually not bad at all. Not bad at all. So let's read some of the comments. Mr. The Blue says 13 liters per 100 kilometers is incredible, but still 4.3 times as much as an Audi A2. Of course, it's still a supercar, my friend. I saw cars with double the price and half the performance. Yeah, that's true. Well, it wouldn't cost just 172. It'd be more like 350. Yeah, with taxes and shipping things and government papers and many things. Yes, it will cost maybe double or maybe more. A car for the equivalent of million reais. What's that? It's not expensive for what this one is offering. Yeah, give me Snapchat or Gmail or Reno for Reno Megane GT line. My friend, my Snapchat is in the description below. My Instagram, my Snapchat, both of them are Lord Bass 94. Both of them, Instagram and Snapchat, both of them called Lord Bass 94. Always. I think luxurious interior in the Hummer H1 Alpha. Wow, the Hummer H1 Alpha is already a very heavy vehicle, and putting a luxurious interior in it, goodness, it will not move. It's already a heavy thirsty beast. It will not move. It's a Brazilian currency. Wow, that's good to know. I will send Reno Megane GT line 1.5 DCI. No, Mr. Samo, not only pictures. I really don't care about pictures. I don't worry about. I will search the pictures, but I would love to get the engine specs. Give me the engine, the engine technical specs like bore and stroke, compression ratio, what kind of valve train, is it turbocharged, is it natural aspirated, what kind of fuel it runs, what kind of material it has, and all of that. Yeah, because pictures are easy to find, but specs, not really. Anyway, my friends, we are never going to get to this. Don't worry, Mr. Martez, we are having fun. We are having fun here. It's not about exporting cars only. We are talking, having fun. Anyway, while the car is exporting, I want to ask you guys another question, another automotive question. So, let's see, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a Toyota Prius or Prius, whatever you want to call it, or let's see, let's see, what is that? Or a, what is that car called? Mm, Tata Nano, something like this, which is a very very cheap Indian car. But remember, a Prius is a second-hand Prius, or a brand new Tata Nano, which is an Indian car. It's not bad. I've seen some pictures of it, but which one would you prefer? A quick vote. If you don't know what is a Tata Nano is, you can search pictures of it. It's a funny looking car, or that hideous Prius that will make everyone laugh at you because you have bought a second hand with broken batteries. Which one would you prefer? Mr. Martes says Prius always, but you have to remember it's second hand because the Tata Nano cost only $1,000. So the Prius, you need to get it second hand or used with probably dead batteries. So which one would you prefer? A car that will make people laugh, or a car that will make people laugh at you? Both of them are embarrassing way to drive, but which one would you rather to get? This one or that one? Mr. Eurobeat says Tata Nano. I'm interested in Tata Nano. Mr. Gural Adrian says anything but Prius. Mr. Marlin, good. Mr. Marcus says I would go with the Prius. All right, your choice, my friend. But remember, you have to pay for the battery and everything. It's not going to be cheap. But yeah, your trains in Eurobeat says a Tata or a Tata Pixel. Huh. I don't want to drive in a Tata Nano. The car has 0 star in Euro. Yes, of course, Mr. Marquez. Have you seen the looks of it? There is no crumble zone. The crumble zone basically is the driver. Yeah. Well, a Prius in Germany is a rarity, but I think a Prius is more safe. You mean safe, considering the tiny size of the Tata Nano. A Tata Nano still uses single fuel injection and top speed about 80 miles per hour. Yeah. It's really hard to choose. Yeah. I mean, personally, especially because I'm living here in Saudi Arabia, and I think that Tata Nano will explode if I present it, or if I even turned it on, if I even turn on the engine in the summer, because it gets around 60 degrees Celsius here, so it may explode. But I prefer the Tata Nano because driving a Prius is really embarrassing, especially here in a country that is the fuel's really cheap. And can you imagine everyone in V8s and everyone in supercharged beasts and turbocharged monsters, and I'm stopping at stopping light with a hybrid? People will say, well, I can't really say it because it's embarrassing and offensive, but you know what I mean. Yes, 60 degrees, my friend. 60 degrees Celsius max in the summer here. I'm not kidding. You will see on the news or on your mobile it says like 45 or 49, but in real, if you go down to the street and if you find like one of those gas station thermometers or something like this, it will tell you. And even your car, because any car with a thermometer or whatever you want to call it, it will tell you the temperature of the weather outside. A lot of cars are saying 59, 60. I promise you, it's boiling here at the summer. Boiling, I promise you. You get into your car, the car was in shade. You turn on the AC, you adjust all the vents to your face, all of them to your face, all the 4 or the 5 vents, all of them to your face, with the maximum temperature, with the maximum power of the AC, and you are still sweating in your car. I promise you, it's really, really, really hot here in the summer. And driving a Tata Nano here in the summer, I think it will explode. Really, if I turn on the engine because of its small radiator, I think, and the high temperature here, maybe the car will melt, maybe it will explode, maybe the engine will just blow into the air, who knows, but it will not work here at all. Anyway, and the Prius too. Prius will not work here at all. I think the electricals will fail. I'm talking about the old Prius. The new Prius is being currently sold here, but the old one, I don't know anything about it. The next car, it's called the Raiden Senali something. At my area, it's around 35 degrees at the summer. Wow, that is a very, very, very nice weather, my friend. Really, really nice weather. In Swedish summer, it spikes around 35, 40. Wow, in Sweden, that is actually high. I've never thought because, of Sweden, location on Earth, it's really close to the North Pole. I've never thought that it will get around 40. Wow, that is new information. Let's see, and here I'm thinking that if what rectify that extremely hot at 40 yeah, the plastic on the panels of the nano would melt, I think. Yeah, although Mr. Marcus, I think because in India actually a hot country. India, it's not really a cold country. In the summer it gets really hot over there, so I don't know, maybe it will melt, maybe not, who knows. Malaysia says it never gets snow. Yeah, Malaysia, I think it's a I don't know how to say it. I think, I don't know. It's not tropical, no, but it's it's very, very like sea weather. I don't know how to pronounce it really in English, but it's like sea weather, or humid, so it doesn't really get snow at all. Even here, there is no snow at all. Let's see. Do the ACM how come? What's that? The car? We just got 30 degrees, and then 15 some days. It gets around 40 in the summer. Nice. Some people are more used to hot climate. The coolest we get in Sweden is around -20. Oh my goodness, -35 in the south sections, and top part, oh my goodness, -40. Does the Tata Nano have AC? I think so, yeah. I think the Tata Nano has AC. I think so, yeah. But I think it's an optional, optional extra, but it does have AC. Yeah. Brazil is full tropical, but because of the AWC, the breeze, it doesn't snow, but it doesn't get extremely hot. Wow, I really miss the sea. I need to get a vacation, maybe after Ramadan or something. I really miss going to the sea or going to the mountains. It's been a very, very long time since I left Riyadh, really. Anyway, let's check this car. It's called a Raiden Senal SRI. So basically, this is a basic car, a basic fleet car. Yeah, this is a basic fleet rental car, I think. Look at that, manual gearbox, manual front wheel drive, 5-speed, open differential. Yeah, it's basically a car for a fleet or rental agency. Yeah, 1996. Corrosion resisting steel, that is expensive. Monocoque, galvanized steel. Huh. Front transverse, my trailing arms. Let's see, inline 4, 2-liter overhead, single overhead camshaft. Wow, forged in Taurus. This guy wants to put some reliable things in it. Multi-point EFI, premium 95. So, I mean, yes, I like it. 123 horsepower is really good, but using premium in a basic fleet car with an open differential and front wheel drive, it's not really what you call good. I mean, why using expensive premium fuel in a cheap car? Yeah, you need to use regular, my friend. Regular fuel is more suited for this car. And look at that high flow 3-way. This is a very, very expensive option. Can you imagine a cheap car, a cheap rental reliable car with a very, very expensive catalytic converter? I mean, can you imagine the replacement price for this catalytic converter when it gets clogged or destroyed? Goodness, it's gonna be really expensive to replace. So again, everything is basic. Hard long life tires, not bad, really not bad at all. I mean, also traction control. I mean, yes, the customers want traction control, but remember, this is 1996. Only very, very high-end cars used to have traction control. Not all cars. These days in 2019, I mean, nearly all new cars, nearly all of them have at least traction control. But in 1996, really high-end cars used to have traction control. Yeah, really high-end cars. Not bad really. And yes, as you can see, the result of using premium things on the car, it will get in the last total price. 18,600. That is expensive. That is expensive for a 1996 basic toy. Very, very basic car. Yeah, I mean, 15 is still expensive, but relatively good. I mean, 13, maybe 14 is good enough, but 18, that is expensive. Yeah, not bad at all. Yes, you can go cheaper using cheaper chassis and body material. You can go with no traction control, basic engine tune. It will even go. Look at that, an alloy. Alloy is very expensive. Go with steel. Yeah, alloy is very, very expensive. Also go with the single piston here. Let's see. Standard. You can go standard interior, basic cassette. This way it will get cheaper. Again, go ABS only, go regular hydraulic only, go basic safety. All these things will make the car cheaper. Go twin tube, passive sway bars. It will make the car more affordable if you want to sell it as a rental, fleet car. Yeah, my friend, rental fleet car. Anyway, let's export it and read some of your awesome comments. Let's see. Mr. Gore Adrian says nice car. I mean, yes, it looks nice actually. It doesn't really look that bad. It looks, I mean, well thought out. Slick says really basic. Mr. Marcus says remind me of the Chevrolet Opel Vectra. Oh, I think they also call it Vauxhall Vectra. I think, or Opel Vauxhall, right? I'm not Indian. I've never seen one in real life, but I'm talking, from the old Top Gear. 2009 Fiat Punto uses premium fuel. Well, my friend, Mr. Martez, depending on the engine also. Some manufacturers actually did make that same mistake, which is of course forcing you on using premium fuel in a basic car. Unless, of course, you said Fiat Punto, but which Fiat Punto? The regular cheap one or the sporty one? So yeah. Let's see, but I like that summer brings out all the 40s, 50s, and 60s and 70s old American, let's see, cruising cars as well as muscle cars in mint condition, most of them. Yeah. Rear looks like a Honda Civic. Let's see, Mr. Merlin says my BMW E, what is it? E39 528 has traction control on it and has not even the highest trim. My friend, you have to consider it's a BMW. Yeah, you're talking about German car. Germans, the German engineers are really, really advanced. I remember my dad's friend when I first came here into Riyadh when I was a kid. I remember my dad's friend bought a 1988 or 1989 Mercedes-Benz. I don't know. I forgot the name of it. It's called, I don't know, 500 SCE. I don't know. It's, it's a model before the S class, before the S and the E class. No, before all of that. It's called the 500 or 320, something like this. And I remember sitting in it, and that car was 1989 model, and it has ABS. That car had a very, very, very nice sound system. I'm not kidding, from the factory. And let's see what else did that thing. And that thing, I remember that Mercedes on the roof lining, there is a warning light with a seat belt, buckling logo. If you sit on the chair on the seat and you don't have your seat belt on, that light will flash, and it looks like an aeroplane light when the pilot turn on the the seat belt light. It looks very, very similar to it. Can you imagine all these technologies back in 1989? ABS, nice, very, very awesome, and very, very cold AC system, very, very nice sound system, very, very comfy chairs, beautiful. 1989. I mean, German engineers are really, really ahead of their time. Yeah. So I do not blame BMWs for putting traction control on their models in 1996 or something. Can you please search that the Mercedes Benz, my friends? Can you please search that Mercedes Benz, my friends? That I was mentioning, 1989 Mercedes. I don't know, 320 or 500. I don't know, SCE, I don't know, something like this. Before the S class, it's a four-door sedan. It was very very beautiful. It was white, not black. So yeah, German engineers are really really ahead of their times. Let's see, we have finished from this car. Let's see the next beast. The next car is called what? The Ribini Seal without mods. That's good to know. That means the car will not break down. Mercedes-Benz 500 SEC, maybe. I think so, yeah, it's something like this, 500 SEC, something like this. But no, it was four-door. It was a four-door, not two-door. All right, my friends. No, I did not crash. I was actually searching the car. It's called the SE 300 SE. 300 SE. Yes, yes, I forgot. 300 SE. Search it if you want to find it. It's called 300 SE, 1989 model. 300 SE. That thing was really really awesome and really really comfortable. Yeah, 300 SE. Yeah, not the SL. 300 SE. That thing was really awesome. And he bought it really, really clean back in 2004, 2005, something like this. And it was really awesome. Mr. Sama Stalker says, I sent the Renault Megane GT specs, engine, and material. Awesome. I will check it out when I finish this live stream, and then I will make the video very, very soon. I have two videos actually to make. I have two videos to make, that alien car and your Renault Megane. I wish we could hire higher fuel RON in normal fuel, maybe in army, maybe in autodromes we can get 98 octane and we can only use to there. Yeah, I really wish we can get like racing fuel or something. I still see some of them Sweden, but diesel engines is most common around here. I'm the creator of the Ribini Seal. Awesome. I didn't open it yet. Alright, so Mr. Slick, we have the Ribini. Alright, let's open it. 3, 2, 1, and... oh la la. Look at that. We have a fully on carbon fiber log. Wow, what? I mean, it's a supercar or a racing car-ish. It looks like supercar, not really a racing car, but yeah, full carbon fiber. Wow. Let's start from the beginning. Carbon fiber chassis, carbon fiber body, push rods all the way. And what we have here is a 60 degrees V12 5.7 liter double overhead camshaft, 4 valves. Or the premium package, as you can see, 11.7 to 1. Very nice. 93, very hot and extreme cam profile, 492 horsepower or horsepower. Naturally aspirated, direct fuel injection. Not bad. All right, let's fire it up. Look at that beautiful beast. Yep, pistons are under stress, my friend. Very, very nice noise. But yes, Mr. Marcos, yes, the pistons are actually dying because he used forged pistons. Forged pistons are good if you are pushing boost on them because they can take very, very nice amount of beating. But if you are planning to rev your engine very, very high, you need lightweight forged. Look at that, lightweight forged. They can rev higher. They will not create any problem, and you can probably rev your engine higher, my friend. Yes, you can rev your engine even higher than this. Why revving it only to 7,000 when you can actually rev it even higher? Let me see. So yes, since you are using forged steel, let's see, I want to rev the engine high. I really want to rev this engine higher, so our limit is 7,500. All right, so 7,500 RPM. Now the engine is ripping. Let's fire it up again. Nice. Now it's nice. All right, moving on. Let's see what we have here. Manual gearbox, rear-wheel drive. Wow, it's gonna be a handful car. 5-speed, 392. Wow, 329 only. No, yes, because we have changed the engine RPM, which resulted in a different final drive. As you can see right now, it's still 3.73 to 1. Final drive still 3.5 seconds, but it's different. It's better right now. Electric limited slip differential. Nice tires, steel tires. All right, why not? Solid discs, also nice brakes. It's stable. Wow, no brake airflow. Now this is gonna create problems, Mr. Slick. Now this is gonna create problems. If I want to drive this car on the track, the brakes will overheat quickly, and yes, because now thermals are functional in BeamNG. So if you have the brake airflow on 0, yes, the brakes will start cool and beautiful and awesome, but first corner, second corner, third corner maybe, and they will overheat and then you will crash the car. So you need to put at least you can say 25, 25, maybe 30 on a track car. This way they will get cooled enough, but not perfect, but they will get cooled enough. I mean, on a fully on track car, you need 100 brake airflow, so you can keep them cool and ready on each corner at any lap. But if you're planning, on driving the car on the street, 30 is just enough. Yeah, it will be hot brakes indeed. So premium interior luxurious CD, not bad at all. It's 2002 model, so it's not bad. ABS or electric power steering, very not very 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 good and safe. Suspension tune. All right, so I'm not gonna mess with the suspension tune. This is your own, my friend. This is Mr. Slick. This is your own suspension tune. I'm not gonna mess with it. You have tuned it. I'm not gonna mess with it. So all right, the engine is ready, gearbox is ready, final drive is ready, everything is ready, I think. Yeah, so let's export this thing. Oh my goodness, $106,000. That is Wow, that is expensive. I mean, this is 2002 money, $106,000. All right, let's export it. So, Mr. Slick, don't worry, I haven't messed with your car. I just fixed the engine. Final drive is pretty much still the same. Your tires are still the same. Everything is still the same. I mean, I really don't like the rear tire look because look at that, they are actually in the fender, and I don't really like this bit here. But this is your car. But you didn't. So yes, 17.6 mpg. I mean, yes, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Again, the same. Because we have seen a supercar before, the OME with 18 something mpg. Yes, the of course the 17 mpg is still good. Still very good. Trains and your beat. I gotta go. Goodbye. Oh, thank you for joining my live stream, Mr. Trains and your beat. Always awesome to see you on my live stream. Have a great night. All right, the next car I will try to be quick. This one is called the SS Leak. SS Leak. What's that? LS. Let's open it. All right, here we go. It's still loading, but it looks good. I think I've seen a picture of this thing on Discord. I think some the creator I think posted it. Wow, it looks good. Looks angry, beautiful, and check out the license plate. Very awesome. Very nice indeed. Very big rims, but still very nice. Also another V12. Wow, this is a V12 Knight. A lot of vehicles that we have seen, all of them are V12. Wow. So let's go from the beginning quickly. We have aluminum panels or body, aluminum chassis because it's a semi-space frame, front longitudinal, double wishbone front and rear, very good. Again, a V12. This is a 6.6 liter, 5 valves per cylinder, double overhead camshaft. Cast internals. Oh man, again, the pistons are dying. Who is the creator of this car? Who is the creator of this car? Wow, I mean, pistons are again dying. I don't like to see pistons dying. I just don't like to do that. I'm not gonna mess with the engine. I'm not gonna change the horsepower or anything. No, I will just fix the. Oh, why not? I will just raise the RPM limit a little bit because this way it will be. Yeah, I would raise it just enough. Look at that, 7,300 now. It's enough. It's enough right now. Let's see, long, tubular, whatever, everything seems good. Wow, the exhaust is restricting, but I will not change it. I will not change it. Maybe the creator wants this engine to be quiet. Who knows? So let's fire it up. So we have heard the V12 already, but this one is a smooth V12, not like a racing V12. Anyway, we have rear-wheel drive, dual clutch. Wow, it's gonna be a handful. Electric limited slip differential, sport tires, brakes. Everything seems good. I mean, really good. Yeah. Wow, handmade interior also. So this is a luxurious two-door coupe with a very smooth and beautiful V12. All right, let's see. Let me check the final drive again. Everything seems good. All right, now we can export it. Let's see. Please make the 500 horsepower car that drinks 5 liters of fuel. How? What do you mean? Do you mean in BeamNG like put 5 liters in it and see how long it will go? All right, my friends. Uh, so that's bad news, I guess. So that's bad news, I guess. I tried to fire up automation game twice, and it doesn't want to load at all. The game doesn't want to load at all. From the I mean it will show me the logo of automation game when I fire it up, and then it goes black screen, and then the error message, the crashing message again. Yeah, I apologize, and I think the last card that we were watching, that red thing, I don't think is it's in BeamNG. So let's check. Let's check. I mean, it's really annoying. It's really annoying that the game is not working anymore. So I need to check what's wrong with it when I, of course, finish from the live stream. Anyway, so bad luck to us. But anyway, guys, I want to check something with you. I've downloaded a mod that I found on the BeamNG forums. It's called Bonneville Salt Flats, which is as we all know, a place in America which is like a big salt area, salty ground, which people will tend to break land speed record. They will, I mean, the fastest cars on Earth will go and race over there to see what the top speed can achieve. I want to drive over there. I've never driven there. I've downloaded the map like 3 days ago, but I haven't played it at all. So let's check it together. Also, a lot of you asked me from the NASCAR challenge, where did I got the Indianapolis map? Well, my friend, I got this map from the BeamNG forums. Yes, you can Google it. It's called, just write NASCAR map or Indianapolis map in BeamNG, and you can find it if you want to download it. Anyway, and also, yes, a little note. Also, a lot of you told me that I was driving wrong in on this map because the tree or the starting light, it's facing the other way, and the lines on the ground are the other way. Yes, that's correct, as you can see in the picture. But the creator of this map, he actually, I don't know if he made it correctly or if he made a mistake, because as we all know, NASCAR cars turn only left, they don't go right. So if I want to drive the other way, it's correct like the pictures, but it's wrong to the real life. So I don't know if the creator made a mistake or not, but I drove correctly. Anyway, let's fire up the automation test track, test the cars, and then let's go to the Bonneville and see how that map is looking. Or you know what? Why automation track is getting boring with time. Let's go to the Top Gear test track. Better. All right, my friends. Let's see. Let's do like a quick questioning thing. Yes, Mr. Tiago. Yes, because yes, that's correct. You just reminded me with the vote. Yes, I think the communist car challenge won the vote, and yes, I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Maybe rallying them, maybe I don't know, drift them. Maybe I think rally is gonna be something to keep in mind, because rear-wheel drive 1977 open differential. It's gonna be hilarious, really, to drive and rally because a lot of you guys loved the Zumi, which is the first comic car that I've ever created, and a lot of you loved it, and they loved it when I was running it or driving it on dirt. So I think I'm gonna be trying to do something similar to it. As you can see, the app configuration is still pretty much the same from the NASCAR testing video. I haven't changed anything, as you can see. All right, so let's see. Yes, as you can see, we still have the NASCAR cars in. Oh, yes, that reminds me, guys, that reminds me. I want to show you something special. I want to show you something special also. But first, let me test your cars, and then I'm gonna be showing. I want to show you something special, something that was created by OME and Cookie Monster, but I tweaked on it a little bit more. So let's start with your cars. Starting, of course, with the Albany Atlas XT. This is the first SUV that we have seen. I mean, yes, it's an SUV. It's not going to be good around the Top Gear test track, but I just want to test, see how that thing is going to handle. Although it's a 4x4, not all-wheel drive, so it's gonna handle like garbage really. But let's see. Mr. Slick says one thing about the Rubini, please. Oh no, no, not please. Because it's rear-wheel drive, be careful with the throttle. All right, I'll be careful. Ish. So let me disable this. Here we go. Locking the diffs. Sounds good. 3, 2, 1. Wow, what happened? Something is broken. Oh, something fell to the ground. What's that? Wow, something did fall on the ground. Because, oh, two things. Two things actually fell on the ground. Wow, build quality is just not that great. Alright, let's start again. 3, 2, 1. Wow, acceleration is actually decent. It's not bad at all, really. Alright, let's do a brake test. Wow, not bad. Suspension is really soft. Oh, wow. Alright, a bit of off-roading. Wow, so suspension. Now look at that, look at that, look at that. So the suspension on the track is rubbish, but look at that on bumpy situations, it's good. Look at that. Bumpy situations, it's good. Look at that. This is slow-mo. Look at that. The suspension actually copes really nice on bumpy roads. Yeah. So yes, it's very soft. Yes, it's very gooey, but it's not bad really, especially on bumpy roads. All right, let's go back to the track and see. Wow, lots of parts are actually disintegrating of the car. Yeah, lots of parts are actually disintegrating of the car. I mean, driving it in a sporty manner, you will actually destroy the car. A lot of things are falling off from underneath it. Some of the sidebars, side steps, a lot of things are actually falling off. So build quality not really that great, but it's not bad off the road. So that will be actually fun to drive it on some sort of, you know, an open map with sand. It's gonna be really awesome. Anyway, let's test another car. The next car, it's called, where is it? The next car, it's called yes, the Fujita WRC-S2. Now, this thing has a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine with 400 and, I don't know, 410 for 20 horsepower. So it's going to be awesome. Yeah. Smoky, smoky. Ooh, and very loud. 3, 2, 1. Nope, it's not really a drift machine. Yep, it's definitely not a drift machine. But it's not bad. Guys, yeah, the brakes are rubbish. Guys, do you remember this thing? This thing is all-wheel drive, right? This thing is all-wheel drive, not rear-wheel drive, but this thing is acting like rear-wheel drive. How is that possible? Yeah, look at that. Yep, acts like rear-wheel drive. How is that possible? The brakes are really bad. Look at that. The brakes are not good at all. Or maybe the brake balance. How in God's name an all-wheel drive car acting like rear-wheel drive? I mean, I love to drift all-wheel drive cars. Drifting all-wheel drive is really, really fun in BeamNG.drive, but this car here doesn't really act like all-wheel drive at all. Look at that. We have a front differential. That means it's all-wheel drive. We have a rear differential, but this thing acts like rear-wheel drive. I think there is something wrong with the power distribution from the front axle to the rear axle. There is something wrong. Yeah, it doesn't really feel that balanced. The brakes are really, really sketchy. I'm not really a fan of the brakes at all. So what a shame, really. I was expecting it to be awesome, but yeah. Look at that, the furry, the car that caused all the weird questions in the comment section. I've never received more weird questions like the ones that I've received in the comment section of the video of the furry, not the fury, the furry. Yes, I know what the furry type is. I know the weird things that those people do, but the car is the furry one, not me. Not, I mean, no, I'm not into that, onto those creepy things. But no, yeah, the car itself. And if you want to check those awesome and weird comments, you can go and check out the furry video, which was a really, really fun video. This is a very, very awesome car to drive. That is really, really awesome to check those comments. All right. Now the next car, which is the Merlin Works. This thing with the handmade interior and the weird and unique sequential gearbox and 737 horsepower. So it's gonna be awesome. Driving in BeamNG is just awesome, really. Lately I finished Need for Speed Carbon story again. I think this is the millionth time I think that I finished the story. I finished it like I don't know 50 times when I was growing up, and just like yesterday I finished it again. All right, so this thing is the Merlin Works. Looks very, very awesome. Looks very, very similar to a Mercedes-Benz. Really angry, really beautiful. All right, so 737 horsepower to go. Listen to the gearbox. Oh, brakes. Brakes are definitely sketchy. The brakes are definitely sketchy. Anyway, let's try again. Wow. Listen to the gearbox. brakes are really sketchy. Not bad, really. The brakes, now the brakes are not really what I call the best at all. The gearbox winding is good for a racing track again, but for a racing car, but not with not with a luxury car because as you have heard, the gearbox keeps squeaking and squeaking and doing weird noises when you brake, and it's keeping on whining. Yeah, made the brakes hard to lock up. Mr. Merlin, the brakes are, I'm sorry, but they are really not that great. You press the brakes and the car keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Like you see the wall and then you will hit the wall. Because look at that. The rear discs are really tiny, the front discs are humongously big. So the brake balance is not really what you call perfect. No. Like for example, if you want to select like 300 or 280 millimeters front brakes, the rear ones needs to be like 230, 250. I mean, 30 millimeters difference between the front and rear. 30, maybe 40 difference max, but no more than that. I mean, the way I see the brakes, the front brakes are like 300, maybe the rear ones are like 180. Very, very huge difference. And you can see that with the brake balance. So yeah, you need better brakes. The engine is really phenomenal. The car looks is amazing. Again, the gearbox keeps whining and squeaking and shrieking and doing weird noises. It's like the gearbox is breaking, actually breaking down when you are using the brakes. Yes, it makes weird noises. So yeah, the AC. What do you mean AC? I've never checked the ACM, Mr. Radioactive. What is the ACM? The ACM how con? What's that? I really want to see pictures of it. So if you have my Snapchat, send me some pictures of the ACM how con something so I can check it out. So really awesome work, Mr. Merlin. I love the design. I love the engine. I love everything about this car. But two things that I would love to change, the gearbox and the brakes. That's it. And the car is just perfect. Let's see. Let's see. So I don't know. I have pedals. The brake balance is put, so you can only lock up front with maximum stability. Well, maybe with the steering wheel and you know pedals. Yes, maybe it will be better than because I'm using a controller. Maybe, but yeah, a card that I made. I sent it on the Discord. Wait, Mr. Radioactive. I apologize, my friend. I can't really open it because also automation game is not opening, so I can't really use it. I apologize, my friend. So it's also in the BeamNG automation mode section. All right, all right. Let me finish. Let me test all those cards and then remind me, Mr. Radioactive, so I can search it and download it from the BeamNG shop. All right, why not? If I can download it from the BeamNG shop, why not? All right, the next car that we are going to test is the OME Manta something SS. All right. Yes, I have a controller, Mr. Slick. Yes, I'm using a controller, an Xbox controller, an Xbox One or something controller with variable throttle pedals, so I can use whatever percentage of throttle I want. All right. Now this is the OME. Manta something like this OME. Well, this thing has a naturally aspirated engine, 600 and something ish horsepower, and of course this thing can do 18 mpg, so it's really awesome and it's really quick. Yeah, so let's see. Look at that. Look at that. No smoke at all. No smoke at all from the exhaust. Really, really clean engine. All right, three, two, one. Yes, the brakes are perfect. Oops, forgot to brake earlier. Wow, what a beautiful car to drive. It's dangerous, but it's beautiful. Look at those. Look at that. Wow, how much time it took him to create those rear taillights and this beautiful engine cover, carbon fiber, everything, aluminum body, aluminum chassis. Really awesome. Wow, look at the front. Look at the badging, SS, V12 badging on the headlights. I mean, just beautiful. Perfect design. Wow. I love this car. Really, really good to drive, but you need to remember when to brake and how much speed to enter the corners, or you will crash it easily. But very, very nice car. All right, the next car is called the Raiden what? Sinala, something like this, SLI, which is a basic, very, very, very basic front-wheel drive manual gearbox car. Cheap, reliable, efficient. All right. Wow, this step down from the supercar to the basic car. I mean, check it out. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad really, but I mean, look at the rims, the brake discs. I mean, stepping down from a supercar to this level, it's just a great hit in the face. All right, so let's see how this thing will perform. Three, two, one. Wow. Very, very, very normal. It's like driving a real rental car. And since this is a rental car, no one cares, it's a rental. It's rental, don't worry. It's rental, no one cares. All right, so let's check some of your awesome comments. Mr. Tiago says, look like a Peugeot mixed with a Maserati Quattroporte. Wow. So Mr. Radioactive says, you should put BeamNG on the lowest setting and see what happens. Why? It's gonna look ugly, my friend. Mr. Rigov says, I failed my math test. Oh, why, my friend? Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, my friend, to hear that. My teacher took off what? Took off points for a million dumb things. I apologize, my friend, for failing that test. I really hope and I wish you good luck on the next one or maybe on repeating it. Um, so this car here that you have just seen, it's a nice car. It's a nice, basic, cheap car. Or it's not really that cheap. It's $18,000. But yeah, it's a nice car. Really drives nicely. Drives like a rental car. Really, you can just use the handbrake, enjoy it, drift it, do all the crazy things with it because the engine's not really that powerful. It's front wheel drive. You can just have so much fun with it. Really, really awesome. How does the suspension cope with bumps? Which one? Which car? This or the SUV? Do a crash test. Yeah, it's really slow from 0 to 60. Yeah, really, really slow. Well, Mr. Tiago, you can make a car anytime you want. You can make a car and you can submit it on the live stream page, submitting page, and of course, I can download it for the next live stream. Should I do a crash test? Would you like to see me crash this car or not? What do you think, guys? Look at that! It's a real rental. Suspension copes really nicely. But yeah, all right. So I will do a crash test. But which speed would you like me to go through? Maximum speed or maybe 60 miles per hour? 120 or not 120 miles per hour. That's impossible. But 120 kilometers per hour or what kind of speed would you like to see? All right. All right. Let me prepare myself so I can slow it down. All right. All right. I will get scientific here. Let's get all scientific. Let's put the cruise control app in. Select the speed so I can slow it down, and of course, everything should be looking nice. So here we go. Cruise control is in. Let's slow it down a little bit. Says set the cruise control in. Let's select the 100 kilometers per hour speed and then see how that thing will cope. Here we go. 100 kilometers per hour is in, but unfortunately I have to shift it manually, or here we go, select it automatic. Wow, can it reach 100? Yes, it can reach 100. Here we go. Going 100 kilometers per hour crash test. It's very, very similar to the real one, side-ish crash test. Here we go. Let's see. Control U. Here we go. Crash test for everyone. Crash test for everyone. Let's see how this thing will actually cope. Goodbye, car. Nice knowing you. Huh. So, Wow, a lot of things falling off. Use moon gravity. All right. Wow. Nice amount of damage. Still drivable. Not bad. All right, let's try again. Let's try again. What car is next? All right, let's crash this one again. But everyone wants to see moon gravity. Here we go. Let's select moon gravity. I forgot how to select it. I forgot. Guys, where to select the moon gravity thing? Yes, yes, I remember here. Yeah, here. Moon gravity. Here we go. We have selected moon gravity. Yes, moon. Here we go. Moon gravity. Now, 100 kilometers per hour in. Oh, that's impossible to reach 100. Yeah, it's impossible. So let's continue on the track. Yeah, it's impossible. With the moon gravity, it's really impossible to reach 100. Not impossible, you can reach it at the end. But yeah, as you can see, we are going 70, 75. Oh, we are flying. This is moon gravity crash. So this is how crashing on the moon will look like. Yep, this is crashing on the moon. This is how aliens test their cars on the moon. Wow, very, very similar to the real crash. Wow. All right, so let's get back to Earth, and then here we go, Earth. Now let's select the SUV. I want to see how that thing will actually crash. All right, let's see Mr. Martez. All right, here we go. Now let's slow down the time. Select automatic. Here we go. Select 100 kilometers per hour. Guys, is there any option that I can just put like 100 kilometers per hour in without keep pressing this button, or do I have to keep pressing it? All right, here we go. So 100 kilometers per hour in. Things are falling off the truck. Here we go. Here we go. All right, 100 kilometers per hour crash test. All right, let's see. Goodbye, SUV. Nice knowing you. Wow, very, very similar crash to the real ones that they do in real life. Wow, it's actually safe-ish. Look at that. So the pillar actually got bended a little bit, and yes, the door, of course, cannot be opened again. But it's not that bad actually. So I think 3 stars, 3 out of 5. Yeah, I mean, yes, the pillar got bent. It's not really what he calls strong here. It's actually weak here, but wow, it's actually this thing has survived. The engine keeps working. The radiator is still intact. Wow, that's actually no. Sorry, the radiator is broken. Sorry, the radiator is broken. All right, all right. Now let's see what the next car is. I want to drive the next car, not crash it. So we have driven this. Oh, the Lamborghini carbon fiber-ish thing. Let's see. It's called the Rubini Seal without mods. All right, now this thing is gonna be hilarious because it's rear-wheel drive, has nearly 500 horsepower. It's V12, so it's gonna be, yeah. It looks in automation game. It looks very nice, but in BeamNG, this thing looks like plastic. In the automation game, it looked like carbon fiber entirely. Yeah, I mean, look at that. There are some carbon fiber evidence there and there, but it does look like uh, plastic in BeamNG. All right, 3, 2, 1. Acceleration is really, really nice. Wow, it's actually handling very, very nice. The handling is decent, really nice handling. Yes, the brakes are not that great, but it works. Whoa. It's a little bit scary, but it's not bad. I've driven more scary cars than this. But it's not bad, it's controllable. Yes, it does understeers a little bit, but in general, it's a nice car. In general, it's a really, really nice car. Yeah, it's a really, really nice car. No, it doesn't want to do a burnout. No, no burnout at all. All right. So, which car would you like to see next? I mean, Mr. Sama says the fastest hot hatch. You mean the fastest Fury? You mean, or what? The fastest hot hatch? You mean the fastest Fury, or this one, the Myzid Crooks? What gonna be? What's gonna be the 1977 Communist Car Challenge? It's gonna be about, you know, cheap comic cars that looks very, very similar to them, something like this. If you are talking about the rules video, it's gonna be very, very soon. The rules video is gonna be on very, very soon. If you are talking about that. Now this is the Fury, but this is the sport model. I want to see how the R will perform. Where's the R? Lady Turbo R. Here we go. The Myzid Crooks. All right, after it. All right, so I will test the Fury Lady R first, and then after it, I'm gonna test the Myzid Crooks, Cruise, something like this, and then after it, I'm gonna go to the ACM something on the BeamNG, on the BeamNG, of course, shop or website, whatever. Now, this car he uses the same Suzuki Swift 1.4 liter engine, but this one is making around 215, 16 horsepower, so it's really good. Good night, Mr. Montez. Thank you for your awesome car. Wow, the Lady Furry is actually, and this thing handles really good. Very, 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 very precise. Very, very, very precise car. Grippy, very, very stable. Some say, yep, yep, we did crash it. And I was I was just going to say, some say this is the Stig's personal car, but yeah, I did actually tip it over. Wow. Anyway, I need to be really, really careful cornering this thing. If especially if the corner has like a little elevation, it will tip over on its face. Wow. All right. So Mr. Rodrigo says, please do a video doing a car with a V10 in automation game. Why not? Very, very soon, my friends. Why not? All right. Now let's test the Myzeed Crooks thing and then going to that special car. See if I can download it. All right, the Myzeed Crooks. This thing has a very, very, very powerful, I think, McLaren Senna V8 under the hood. It looks very, very boring, like a boring, four-door family sedan, eco sedan. But this thing, I remember, had a V8 from McLaren Senna V8 swapped from the street and from the street sleeper challenge. Yep. Look at that. Now this is the Myzeed. It looks absolutely breathtaking, like a real car. Look at that eco badge back there. 1.4 liter eco. I mean, very, very, very nice work by the Myzeed creator. But this thing has the McLaren Senna V8. All right. 3, 2, 1. Sequential gearbox. In a straight line, this thing is awesome. But around corners, it's not really. Yeah, the brakes are not bad, but not great. Yeah, hybrid, yeah. Yes, the brakes can definitely get hot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Suspension is not really what I call great. Suspension is very, very soft. Yeah, suspension is very, 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 very soft. Wow. Wow, I want to check something. Wow, wow, wow. Can I put it? Look at that. I want to check something, guys. Here we go. I just selected night. Wow, so we have lights. Look at that. So you can actually drive at night. Wow, look at that. I mean, it's not really bright, but it's better than nothing, really. Oh, where's the corner? Wow. Wow. I want to go to the. I want to go to another map. Like, for example, where's the West Coast map? West Coast will do just fine. West Coast, here we go, default. Wow, so the lighting is actually much, much better than before. I remember doing a video, a very, very old video on YouTube about driving at night in BeamNG.drive, and it was scary. It was really, really scary. I remember driving in some area like with some those oil pumping things that they pump oil from the ground. you know, they those rusty metally things. And yes, in the dark, no headlights, nothing, and it was really scary. So yes, having lights is actually a very nice thing. Mr. Tiago says, will the communist car be cheap one or the top of the line KGB only cars? No, of course, my friend. Of course, I'm gonna go cheap, cheapy. Of course, I'm not gonna go top of the line at all. No, because we are not talking about commie cars. You know, very expensive and those top of the line. No, we are talking about very basic ones. So let's select a car. All right, so the OME Impala thing, this thing has a million headlights. I know Tiago, I know Mr. Tiago, I know that. I know I can press on the keyboard. No, I'm using a controller, not a keyboard. On the controller, if you press up on the pad thing, yes, it will turn on the headlights if you press up like this. I know that they were headlights. I know that, but in the past they were just cosmetic. There was no beam coming out of the headlight. Yes, they can't turn on, but there's nothing coming out of them. So this is night. Here we go. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely better right now. Yeah, traction control is ruining the fun. Yeah, it's look at that. It's functional. The headlights on this car are beautiful, really. Even look at that. Even tail lights. Look at that. Look at that. Even the brakes. Look at that. Even the brakes. Even the brakes lights are actually, you know, reflecting on the wall. Look at that. Let's test the indicators. Yes, the indicators also. I mean, they are not really that strong indicators, but they are reflecting on the wall. Wow. Nice. Nice indeed. I mean, look at that, Mr. Radioactive. These are my current settings. Look at that. Let me show you. It's custom, as you can see. No SSAO. We have light rays, the depth of field, anti-aliasing, all of that nonsense. Look at that. I have FXAA, anti-aliasing, mesh is normal, texture high, lighting is high, and shadow normal. This is, I don't know, this is always custom. I don't know why. And this one, the filtering is X8. So yeah, it's not the maximum. It's not the maximum settings, but it's good enough. And I'm using the 1920 by 1080. So let's see. Let's go to the. I want to test now the Bonneville Salt Flats. I've never tested this map before, so I'm curious to see how this thing will actually perform. I mean, like, about my design. About my design. I thought you had a 4K TV. Yes, I have a 4K TV, but I can't play 4K on everything. I mean, if I play 4K on everything, I'll be destroying my graphics card. Why do I want to put so much stress on my graphics card? I mean, right now, look at that. Right now, on here, this is GPU one. It says I'm using 40%, 42% of the GPU. So if I put it on 4K, it will be 99% all the way. Why? Why 99? Why do I want to destroy my graphics card? I'm not interested in destroying it. Yeah. Test cheap fastest car. Cheap fastest car. Which one of these is this cheap fastest car here? I mean, all of them are expensive. The cheapest one that I have in this menu here, the cheapest one is the Fury base. This thing cost around 17,000, 16,000, something like this. Let me turn off traction control. Where's this salt flats? How can I get to it? I don't want to go off-roading. I don't want to go off-roading. How? Oh, here we go. I think we need to go over there. How in God's name? Who is the creator of this map that of course will tell you to go over there? How they of course crossing the river? I know they are made to run on 100%, you know, I know that, but I can't afford a new one if this one burns. If this one burns to the ground or get destroyed, I can't afford a new one. Unless, of course, I have a gift from a person, then I can burn this one. Because the thermals can jump through the roof, I really don't want to destroy it. Here you go, so we can actually drive around the lake, I think. Wow, the furry is actually a nice off-road machine-ish. Wow, the furry is actually very, very nice off-roady thing. I've never thought the furry will be a nice car to drive. Oops. This thing has reached its limits. Wow. The furry has reached its limits. How I'm gonna tackle this bit? Speed, power. Ah, no. All right, let's try it reverse. Reverse is always good if you are stuck with a front-wheel drive car. Reverse it, and you will get better traction. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, salt flats. I want to maximize my cars. Wow, downhill performance is awesome. Here we go. This is not the salt flats yet, but good enough. Here we go. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to these salt flats. Yes, Mr. Me Fastman. The furry managed to get over all these hills, all of them, over all these hills and then down here. What a hero, what a little hero is this beautiful car. All right, let's max it. Now this is Bonneville's salt flats. I don't know what direction I should head. Or maybe if there is like a river or something. I don't know. What's that? Wow, so there's like a road. This is a road. Huh. So there's a road actually. Wow, I've never actually driven on this map before. My friend, I know they don't burn out, but I had a similar bad experience I used to have before I got this card here. Before I got it, I used to have an AMD R9 270X. I used to have that graphics card. I used to have actually two of them. I used to have actually two of them in a crossfire configuration, right? And I remember the idiot who sold me those two graphics cards. He told me you can put any game on max, no matter the GPU usage. Don't worry about the thermals. Don't worry about anything. Just put it to the max and enjoy the game. And I used to do that on GTA 4 and on many Need for Speed games and everything. I used to play it VSync off all the time. I've never actually noticed the FPS. VSync was always off because I didn't know anything about GPUs, thermals, anything. And they were actually working fine like 80 C. I think I remember the temperature was around 80 C, 99% usage all the time. The frame was about 190, something like this in crossfire mode. And I promise you, they didn't complete a year. A year, 12 months. No, they didn't complete those 12 months. One of them, refused to give me any picture at all. At all. If I plugged it standalone, no pictures coming out of it in DVI port and in HDMI port. No picture at all, right? And the other one, it was working fine for a bit, and then the screen was starting to get green, no colors, only green, and then it refused to run completely. So I took it. They gave me a warranty because the warranty is 2 years. It was only like 11 months, something like this. They replaced them for me, and I gave them to my brother. So right now my brother is using both of them, the replacement ones. And I bought an Nvidia because yes, Nvidia is much better. And from back then, I thought to myself, no more than that, no more. I need to take care of my graphics card, keep the thermals down, and preserve it as long as I can. My brother right now, he's using VSync on all his games, 60 FPS max on all his games. Thermals are around 66 degrees, 64, 61, something like this, just to preserve the cards, because I really don't want to spend extra money because the warranty is now off. There's no warranty on them. It's off. It's gone. So if anything happens, yeah, I will cry. So I really want to do that. Yeah, so that's why I always want to keep my games running smooth, no problem, 60 FPS, temperature around 60, 70 max, yeah. As you can see now, the Fury, this one, the basic one, is doing 169, coming up to 170-ish. Come on, give me 70. Yes, 170 kilometers per hour. Knock on the wood. Knock on the wood, my friend. Anyway, so 170. Look at that. It's not really salt. It's not really salt. It's just the texture of the ground. It's not really salt. It's like asphalt. But I mean, I was expecting it to be like dirt, you know, like white dirt. But the creator of this map made the floor or the ground to be like, you know, tarmac. Nice. All right, now let's test. Let's max another car, or let's select one of your supercars, one of your super beast that we have seen on this live stream. So let's pick the. All right, let's pick the OME Manata thing here with the 600 horsepower thing. No, I'm not really a fan of the RTX. The RTX is just a technology. It's basically the same as the 1080 with just the RTX technology for certain games, not all games, and it's expensive. So no, I'm not really planning to of course to go that way. And if you are talking about my Titan, my friend, I have the Maxwell Titan, not the new one, not the super expensive one. I have the old Titan X one. Yeah, you know, not the brand new selling your life one, because the new one costs so much money. I can't ever afford to buy the name Titan again. Yeah. Let's cross the road first. Let's cross the road and then max out. Here we go. Reset the car here. All right. What mic do you have headset? I think it's a Philips thing headset. Sounds rubbish, really. It sounds really rubbish. I had to buy actually a program called Adobe Audition. It's for audio, and using those filters and those things in that program made it a little bit better. Wow, this thing is actually quick, but not super quick. It's only 600 horsepower, something like this. It's really good. Very nice. Very nice top speed. And the brakes didn't overheat. I mean, stopping it from top speed to zero actually didn't make it overheat at all. Very, very, very nice. So which car you want to see, my friend? Which other car you want to see? This one? The scary Rabini seal thing? Which other car would you like to see, my friends? Which other car? Do you want to see the van? Do you want to see the Hollywood LS9? The one, this beautiful Mac M10 van? Some of the NASCAR things? What do you want to see? What do you want me to max out on the Bonneville Salt Flat? Mr. Tiago, I mean, what's done, it's done. I had to spend money on the Adobe software. Maybe soon I have some extra money. Monster truck. All right. Monster truck. What an awesome choice. Monster truck. And then after it, some V8 classic power. Sounds weird, but all right. It's manual. How much speed do you, what kind of speed do you think this thing will reach? 150? Wow, 160? 163, 164. Wow, that's rubbish. 165. I'm talking about the airspeed. The airspeed, my friend. The airspeed is more accurate. Alright, brake test. Wow, goodness. Look at the tires. Look at the tires. Wow, that's funny. Wow. All right, next car. Let's go with some American classic love. Let's pick the Rivoli, the SS or the S version. I forgot which one is better. Let's see. Let's pick the S. I think the S is the better one. Yes, dancing tires. All right, here we go. Some American classic beasts. What do you think, guys? What do you think the top speed will be on this car? Come on. I want you to shoot some names. Come on. What do you think the top speed will be on this car? Come on, shoot some numbers and let's see who will actually get very, very close to the real number. Come on. Three hundred by Mr. Tiago. $250 by Marcos. Initial D says 270. Wow, that's it. The car is maxed. That's it. 266 kilometers per hour when it comes to airspeed, and if you are talking about the regular tach, it's 262. Wow, very, very, very close, Mr. Let's see, Mr. Who came close? Mr. Initial Fanboy, Initial D Fanboy. 270, you said. Very, very, very close. Really awesome. Wow. All right. All right. Who told me to download a special car? Come on, guys. Who told me to download a special car? Hello. Oh, Mr. I am Nair. Have a great night, Mr. Gora Adrian. See you soon, my friend. So, who told me to download a special car from the BeamNG, mods area? Who told me that? I forgot who told me that. There was someone that shouting download some special car. Who is he? Who's the creator, or maybe that car? ACM. Yeah. So let's see. Here we go. Where are the mods? This is drive. This is what? Yeah, here we go. Mods, automation. All right. So what should I type here? What should I type here? It says ACM. What should I type? ACM. How cool? How cool? All right, here we go. ACM. How cool? All right, which one of those? Which one of those? The alpha, the alpha midnight thing here, more powerful, 200 horsepower, wheel spinning, something like this, or 2020 ACM. How cool something? So which one? Could you search for a reverb? It's a car that I made. The green one. All right, here we go. The green one. It's downloading. All right. What should I write? What should I write, Mr. Tiago? What should I write, Mr. Tiago? What do you think, Mr. Come on, Mr. Tiago. What should I write? What should I type? Sorry. What should I type to get your car? Reverb only? Just reverb? Reverb like this. All right, here we go. This one, the accelerators. Oh, accelerators. An all-wheel drive high power monster from People Childhood. Yes, the accelerators. Ah, this is the one, right? All right, here we go. Let's download it. Accelerators. All right, so let's check that car while this one is downloading. The green one, the ACM How Cool thing. All right, here we go. It's the V2 all-wheel drive. Huh. What a massive mouth. So this thing has a flat flame V8. Obviously. A flat flame V8. Wow, the frame suddenly dropped. So a flat flame V8, obviously. It's all-wheel drive. Makes around 469 horsepower. Alright. 469 horsepower. Very nice. Basic design, but it looks nice. Alright, so let's see how much of a top speed this thing can achieve. So what do you think, guys? What do you think? Come on, type your thoughts. What do you think? How much of a top speed? How many kilometers per hour this thing can go? Come on, guess. What do you think, guys? Come on, tell me. This thing has a 460 something horsepower yes, V8 under the hood. It's all-wheel drive. It's a hatchback. All right. 170, 230 by Mr. Tiago. Samuel Saka says over 200. All right, so let's see. Initial D says 200. Rodrigo says 230. All right. Wow. The mouth of it looks like the Joker. It's like this is the personal Joker car. I mean, yeah, no offense, but I mean, the car looks somehow nice, but the mouth or the grill is just humongous, really. Can you imagine the amount of air moving through those uh, those mesh things at the front? Wow, the radiator must be so cold. Although it says 90 degrees, the coolant. All right, so coming up to 300 kilometers per hour when it comes to air speed. Wow, no one, no one guessed this amount of speed. No one guessed it. Wow. Wow, the Joker is laughing. The Joker is laughing hard. Look at that, 316 kilometers per hour. It's still going. It's still going, my friends. Wow, it's still going. 318 kilometers per hour. What a beast. The Joker is actually laughing. Look at that, 318. I think it's somehow... Oh, no. It's not maxed out. 319. Goodness, 319. Wow. 319 and it's still going. The throttle is still 100%. It's not yet maxed out. I think it can go 320. I think it will take a long time, but I think it can go 320. I think. Wow. Coming up to the end. Look at that. Look at that. The end of the map. The end of the salt flats. Wow, the end. Look at that. We have reached the end. Wow. So that's pretty much it for this map. Wow, that's pretty much it. We have reached the end. Awesome. All right. Now let's test the other car that you have downloaded. It's called the, I don't know, I forgot something from the, let's see, where is it? I forgot the name of it. And, this one, the Reverb all-wheel drive V2. Here we go. That's gonna be awesome. Let's see how much of a horsepower this thing has. 1,000 horsepower. 1,087 horsepower. Well, all right. So the car looks unique. This thing has 1,087 or 86 horsepower. So what do you think, guys? Come on, write your numbers down. What do you think? How much of a speed this thing can actually achieve? Yes, in automation game it says 1,100, but in BeamNG.drive, because you have most of the power will be lost through the transmission and the differential. So yeah, 1,087. So come on. I will test all the powerful cars. So Mr. Rodrigo says 400. Come on, guys, throw your numbers down. Come on, numbers, come on. How much of a top speed this thing can achieve? What's the top speed on this car, do you think? Initial D says 390 to 400. Wow, very, very optimistic numbers. All right, let's fire it up. Thiago says 350, if I recall. 600 by Mr. Marcos. Wow, that's the V16 Queen that can go 600, but this one I'm not really sure. All right. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, not stable. not stable. And it's an old car, it's an old version of automation game. No thermals. Wow, it's not stable. Wow, it's not stable at all. Keeps dancing. Whoa, it keeps dancing. Come on, stop dancing. No, sorry. Car keeps dancing, sorry. Sorry guys. No, this thing is not stable at all. Yes, I think yes, it can go actually 400. Yes, it can go 400 easily, but unfortunately it's not stable at all. It just keeps dancing and dancing and dancing. It's not really what you call the best thing, because this body it's not the most stable body in automation game. And also this is an old automation car, a very old automation version. No thermals, no. And the new and improved aerodynamical things in automation game are not on this car. This is a very old automation car, so yes, you have to excuse that as well. All right, so it's not bad really. It's very fast. It's very fast, but it's not stable, and it cannot reach that amount of speed. All right, the Rubini seal right now. Let's test this one and see how much of a speed we can actually achieve. This thing has around 500 horsepower. This thing has around 500 horsepower. Yes, 500 in automation game, but in BeamNG it's 476. So throw your numbers down. Come on guys, throw your numbers down. What do you think? How much of a top speed this thing can achieve? This thing has 500 or 476 exactly. V12, very sleek body, new automation version. So what do you think? Throw your numbers down. What do you think? How much of a top speed this thing can achieve? 300, Mr. Marcos, Rodrigo 350. Wow, a lot of you are in the 300. All right, so let's see. 400 Samo. Wow, that's optimistic. So it's not bad so far, really. It's not the fastest car here, as you can see, 260, 270. I mean, it's nice, but it's not the best. I mean, the body of the car says, I mean, when people look at the body, will say this thing can go 350 easily. But in real life, look at that. It can barely reach 300, barely. So, Mr. Marcos, you are the closest one, and also Mr. Initial D, I think you are also very close. Mr. Tiago, I'm not really sure, 320, but we'll see. But look at that, this thing. Look at that. Now look at the difference between the old automation version and the new one. It has the same body. Look at that, the same body, but this is very stable. Look at that. Deadly stable. No movement at all. Look at that. No movement at all. And yes, Mr. Tiago, you are correct. 320. Mr. Marcos, now you are far away. Look at that. Deadly stable. It has error. This thing has error, my friend. This thing, my friend, has a rear. As you can see, there is a rear spoiler. That means there's some error on it. There's some aerodynamical things on it, my friend. There is a rear spoiler or rear wing, and there is some sort of a hidden front lip also. $326. Wow, I like this car. I mean, in automation game, look at that. It's a rear-wheel drive. It's a beautiful car. It's a nice car indeed. I like it. I genuinely like it. I mean, the styling of it's a little bit bland and, not that impressive, but it drives really, really nicely. So kudos for the creator of it. Really nice car. Really nice car. All right, so now we have tested some of your cars. Now let's go and test, because what I'm really interested in is to see how much of a top speed a van can actually achieve. So we have the basic one. I'm going to be testing the basic one and the sporty one, and then maybe the racing one. Who knows? So let's start with the basic one. I want to see how the aerodynamics on the van will cope. And then call it a night. Now, this van here, I forgot. I really genuinely forgot the specs of this van. So it's an inline 5 turbo making around 200 horsepower, 207 horsepower, and 200 pound-feet of torque. So let's see. It's front-wheel drive, by the way. So what do you think, guys? Take your time. Take your time. What do you think the top speed will be? So it's actually a van that weighs around 1,400 kilos, and it has only 200 horsepower. So what do you think? Come on, guys, throw your numbers. Throw your numbers, guys. 200 horsepower. A van. What do you think? 210 by Marcus. 210 by Mr. Marcus. Who else? Who else will rise? $225 my Rodrigo. Samosaka says 205. Initial D says 200. So yes, we very, very close numbers. So let's see which one of your numbers will actually be correct. Come on, van, come on. Impressive looking. Come on, coming up to 200. Coming up to 200. Initial D, you might win it. Come on. Here we go. 200 kilometers per hour in the air speed tachometer, or speedometer. Sorry, speedometer. 201. Come on. And here we go. 200. Wow. Initial D, you are on the spot. So yes, it can go. Or maybe Samo Sarker can actually get onto it. If this thing can reach 205, you can win it, Mr. Samo Sarker. Tiago says 185 and we are going 200. Wow. Not bad. Not bad for a van. Not bad at all for a van. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna stop it. 3, 2, 1. Not bad. Not bad. The brakes are good too. All right, now let's test the sport version and then the race version and call it a night. And let's see, where's the sport version now? This is the basic one. Now this is the here we go, the sport Sport passenger van. All right, now the Sport has a more beefed up version of the same engine. Around 300, 295. Come on, guys, 295 horsepower. What do you think? The same van, but with extra seats and nearly 300 horsepower. What do you think? 240, 240. Let's see, 240, 250. All right, and it's all-wheel drive, by the way, so it can be very, very, very fun. Well, why not? Maybe on the next live stream, Mr. Tiago. Maybe on the next live stream, I will check them. Look at that, power and speed. Look at that. Look at the difference in speed. Wow. Look at that, 223. Not bad at all. Can you imagine a moving company driving like this? People will be happy. And in Germany, they have the Nürburgrings, which you always the Nürburgring, which you always see like vans driving on it, or taxis, or supercars, racing cars. In America, they have the Bonneville Salt Flat. I'm not really sure if they allow vans. I'm not really sure if they allow vans to do like a top speed run or not, but it's not bad. Mr. Rodrigo, yes, of course, you can do a van that can go as much kilometers per hour as it can go, but the whole idea behind this van is to make a competitor to the Vauxhall Vivaro. Yes, the Vauxhall Vivaro. I was trying to make something better and cheaper than the Vauxhall Vivaro. So if you can make something also that can beat a real car in real life, and that can beat it in the price, the performance, it will be better actually. So I think 224. So 224 then. Not bad at all. 224 kilometers per hour. Really nice. All right, now the last version that I want to try is the racing one, the racing turbo. But I'm not gonna go with the ultimate one because the ultimate has a different engine. Let's go with the Turbo 5R because it has the same engine, the same bore and stroke, the same engine, everything, but except of course with everything racing parts all over. Racing turbo, racing intake, racing suspension. Yep. Racing internals, everything is just racing. So 412 horsepower, guys, the same van, but it's lighter, has racing suspension and racing engine. 412 horsepower. How much do you think this thing can go? What do you think about the top speed? 250 by Mr. Samo, 270 initial D. Come on, let me see good numbers. 260, here we go. Yep, sequential gearbox. Sequential gearbox. Sequential gearbox wine. Sounds awesome. Wow, coming up, look at that, 238, 239. I'm looking at the airspeed, 240. Wow, that's actually very fast. 241, 42. Come on. If I can see 250 on this thing, it's gonna be a miracle, but I think 240. Yeah, 240 is the limit. Look at that. This thing can do 240. So who said 240? Wow, no one said 240, but Sam Osaka says 250, so you are close. You are the closest one. Now, brake test. All right. Now, one last car before we finish, because I also want to see the top speed on it, which is, let's see, I forgot which one that I only want to see. Which one? Let's see, which one? All right. I think two cars. All right, so I want to test, or no. Sorry. Three cars. All right, so the last three cars, guys, the last three cars, or the last three vehicles. The first one is the Mach M10. All right, so this is the Mach M10. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Mr. Rodrigo. Good luck. Good luck on your van. So this van, which won the pretty prize for the engine swap, for the, of course, for the sleeper challenge. This van won the pretty prize for that challenge, which is the Mach M10. This beautiful van has the Gen 1 Lamborghini V12. I'm not kidding. The Gen 1 Lamborghini 5-liter V10. Yep. So this thing is running with a real Lamborghini engine, around 520 horsepower, or maybe the 5.2 liter engine. Anyway, so what do you think? 520 horsepower with a 1950s looking van. How much of a top speed do you think? Remember, this is like a box. It's not aerodynamical at all. But there is a Lamborghini heart under the hood. So what do you think? Write the number down. What do you think of the top speed? $325 by Mr. Rodrigo. Master Marcus says 260. Come on, one more vote. One more vote. 250 initial D. All right. Whoa, look at the speed. Goodness. Whoa, the speed. Look at that side exhaust smoke action. What a monster. Oh, that's it, my friends. Look at that. That's it. The limitations of this van is 212 kilometers per hour. That's it, 212. I mean, the acceleration was brutal. Everything was beautiful, but unfortunately, this is the limit of automation game. This is the limit of BeamNG. Check out the pedal. Look at that. I'm pressing the controller 100% down. The controller is pressed 100%, but that's it. That's it. I can't press the throttle more than that. Yep. Wow. What a van. I love this van so much. Look at that, top speed achieved easily. Top speed achieved really easily. All right, let's try drift it. Wow, what a monster. I love this van so much. All right, I love this van so much, and I'm really glad this thing actually won the prettiest car, prize. Actually, if you remember, guys, if you remember the challenge was, or sorry, the prettiest car vote was the Mach 10 against the cruise. Where's the cruise? The Myzid cruise or the Crooks. Where is it? Here we go. This one. The vote was between the Mach M10 and the Myzid Crooks. There was like a head battle between those two about which one was the prettiest, the Myzid or the Mach 1. All right, now let's test the Myzid and see if the Myzid can actually be faster. Of course, I think the Myzid is gonna be much faster because the more sleek body and yeah, more sleek body and I think more power. Yeah, 760 horsepower. So what do you think, guys? 760 horsepower, and it's sleeker, it's lighter than the van, and what do you think? Come on, give me a number. Give me a number, guys, come on. How much of a top speed do you think this thing can achieve? McLaren Senna under the hood, McLaren Senna V8 twin turbo, 760 horsepower. Mr. Initial D says 270, Marcus says 300, 325 by Mr. Rodrigo. All right, let's see. Traction control off. Sequential gearbox. Samosaka says 340. 340. All right, let's see. Sounds like an electric car, but definitely goes faster. Wow, look at that. Coming up to 300 kilometers per hour in the air speed. Wow, is that it? Come on, give me 300. Come on, give me 300. I really don't think this thing can do 300. I think it's maxed out 298 kilometers per hour. Yeah, 298. So, Mr. Marcus, you are the closest. You said 300. This thing can go 398 max. That's it, no more. All right, brake test. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, now we have tested the van. We have tested the Myzid Crooks, and now the last car. Yes, I think the last car. So I want to test the... Where is it? Where is it? No, not the Imperial. Yes, the LS9 Super. Now, this beautiful 1970s American land yacht has a Chevrolet, a supercharged Chevrolet LS9 under the hood, making around 700 horsepower. Yeah, this thing can make 700 horsepower on the supercharger and 1000 horsepower using nitrous oxide. So what do you think the top speed of this thing will be? This is 1970s all the way. 1970s, the chassis, body, suspension, interior, everything is 1970, and it's really heavy. So what do you think? 1000 horsepower on the bottle. What do you think? 300 by Mr. Marcos, 325 by Mr. Rodrigo. All right, 325, 290. Here we go. Let's see. So 298 or 299, as you can see, that's it. 299 exactly. It's maxed out. Who said? Oh, Mr. Marcus says you said 300. Again, very, very close, Mr. Marcus, for the win. 299. Awesome. Wow, we have blown up the engine. Anyway, 300 is really, really a powerful number. I really love this car, and I really hope that you enjoyed this live stream, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much from all of my heart for joining my live stream. You guys are awesome for sticking around from the beginning of the live stream all the way to the end. I mean, really, really big thanks, my friend. I really hope that you enjoyed it. So don't forget, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, hit it really hard if you enjoyed this live stream. And a really, really big thank you from all of my heart. Really, guys, thank you. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this live stream. So I will say happy weekend to everyone. Enjoy it. Have so much fun with your families. Thank you so much, Mr. Rodrigo, Mr. Initial D, Mr. Marcos, Mr. Stalmo Sarker, Mr. Let's see who else joined us here. Mr. The Blue, Mr. Tiago Billo. Who else joined us on this awesome live stream? Mr. Brian, Mr. Who else joined us here? Mr. Merlin, of course, Mr. Radioactive. All of you guys are just awesome for joining my live stream. Mr. Let's see who else. Mr. Ian Meyer, Mr. Goral Adrian, Mr. Radioactive. All of you guys are just absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for joining my live stream. I will see you with the next live stream, of course, every Friday at 10 p.m. I will try at 10 p.m. plus 3 GMT time to go live. If I had a little bit extra work, maybe 10:30, because this is Ramadan and I cannot do the usual 9 p.m. So I had to do it on 10 p.m. or 10:30. Really big thanks, guys. If you really like the channel and if you want to support this channel, I would really love that, and I will give you the biggest thanks. Plus all of my BeamNG special cards, you can find them all on my Patreon page. The link in the description below if you want to sign up to our Patreon page, if you want to help support the channel. And of course, again, you can download all of my crazy BeamNG cars. All of them are over there, including the fastest car ever, which is the V16 Queen with a 4,600 horsepower engine. All of them are over there if you want to enjoy them, plus my other crazy replicas and everything. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Of course, if you are not on my Discord, if you want to chat with me, if you want to participate in some challenges, all of them are on my Discord also. The link in the description below. My Snapchat, my Instagram, as always, are LordBass94. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you next week with the next live stream. And of course, with the challenge, because the challenge video will be on tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, all right. Have a great weekend, guys. And yes, the video of the V10, I will try not to forget it really because I'm busy, but I will try to work on it soon. But because tomorrow I have to make the rules video for the comic car challenge, for the communist car challenge video, I think tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. Have a great time, my friends. Have a great weekend.